Hi, Freya. Can you hear me now? I guess you can hear me from... Well, no, you didn't have ears. You wouldn't be able to hear either. Hi, Sen. Hi, Feet-chan. Hi, Zuvi. You guys won't believe what this Yulin guy said yesterday. Hi, Vitz. Hi, Cairo.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
You've been up since 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
just thought I'm fully awake. Might as well just go to the gym when it opens at 5.
Oh my God.
So I already got my workout in for today.
Well, that's good. I mean, the past few days, life has been like, no workout for Sen, so getting it done first thing in the morning before life wakes up.
Yeah. It's a little bit more difficult, but I had a little bit to eat before then. I just know I'm gonna crash real hard after work today.
Yeah.
Today's gonna be a struggle.
Hi, Unknown. Hi, Icy Fire. You're not late. It was unhinged, even for you. 12 months? Oh my God. That's like the third one, I think. It's still, I see it and I'm just like, ugh. It has not been that long. Stop. I can't even say it here. I will get clapped by Twitch. We'll get to it, Zuby. We'll get to it. I swear. There was... I think Sen was in the call when I was talking about it with Core. You might not have been.
I don't think I was. I just joined. It's like, hey, let's go. And Tor was just waking up and Full was shouting about something.
Okay. I was talking about Code Geass in Koyo's chat. And, hi, Riddle. And they were like, do you like Code Geass? And I was like, no, I hate Code Geass. It's awful. It sucks. And Koyo's like, oh, do you actually hate it? I was like, I don't actually hate it, but I'm really sad over what happens to Yuffie. For anybody that has watched through Season 1, Yuffie has a pretty sad story. Hi, Media. And Koyo's like, oh yeah, understandable. And then I put, like, in quotes, what happens in the conversation between Lelouch and Euphemia. It's the, still, Lulu, that's pretty crazy that you thought you could get me to shoot you. And Lelouch, without explaining his Geass, is like, oh, I can be pretty convincing. You know, I can get people to do some crazy things. I could have gotten you to, like, haha, kill all Japanese people if you wanted to. Which, of course, is when Lelouch loses control of his Geass, and that's what happens. Hi, honey. And, it's fucking tragic. It's so fucking sad. Anybody that's watched Code Geass knows. Well, I typed this out, and Automod blocks it. Because, shocker, the extremely out of context words of kill all Japanese looks really bad on Twitch. It looks really bad, right?
Yeah.
And so, Automod blocked it. And I was like, you know what, Koyo? That's fair. Don't allow that one. And Koyo immediately allows it. And he's just like, you? And, huh? And, like, all of his mods. Because, like, the first thing they see is the highlighted part that's the problem. And, like, all of Koyo's mods are sitting there going, huh? Yulin? What? It's so... That is now an allowed term. And an allowed string of words on Koyo's stream. We were fucking dying laughing at that. Did I do 5 of these or 2 of these? I don't remember. Yulin was so happy to show me. I was not... I don't know if I was so happy to show you. That's weird the way you said it, Cairo. It was funny and I showed Cairo. Yulin, he did get into his villain arc. Some people were saying I can't even have a villain arc. We're at this one. Hi, Cairo Fluffy Snow Bunny. I almost forgot it was a beach day today. I started setting up, I had a different video. I had a different video lined up. And, then it was just like, oh wait, I almost forgot 2 days in a row. Hi, Zacky Lucky. Hi, Lost One. Your bottom. Joke's on you, this is his villain arc. I didn't think so until yesterday. Joke's on us. We are all the villain here. Oi, we can't have two villains. Icy Fire. Which show would you be like the villain? See, the problem is, in most shows, the villain that's accidentally good is portrayed as, like, incompetent and dumb, and that's just not Icy Fire.
Hello.
Bendy's.
Good morning, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah.
It's like so lame when I'm not in full body.
What stops you from getting in full body?
Just laziness. It means more stuff to charge.
True.
I was just topping around a little bit ago trying to look for a climbing map, but yeah, the problem I'm having right now is it's using that prefab that requires you to have a death grip on your index controller at all times, or you fall.
I'm not gonna allow that, Cairo. We're gonna keep that banned. Kind of weird. Kind of a. Yeah, I'm just not gonna allow that one, Cairo. Don't. Be cool, man. Be cool. Cairo was going to share it. Hi, Kisu. Cairo literally went and copy pasted what I said to him. Don't make me look like the weirdo here. So, Kisu, before you joined, I had a really funny moment in Koyo's stream yesterday, where I was talking about Code Geass, and a character says, "Kill all Japanese people." And I quoted that scene, and Automod was like, "Your statement has been auto-modded because that's a sus statement." And, like, we were just talking about how crazy that looks. Still waking up here. I'm quite dumb, thank you very much. You do hear Freya. I think I can say with my fat fingers and shitty grammar. Rainy day, lethargic day. Hunt. Cairo being a menace. No, I'm absolutely being the menace in this situation. Hi, honey. Holy, don't type that. Yeah. Okay, so in the full context, it really doesn't look that bad. It was... Oh, God. Cairo didn't even copy paste it. I had no context, so you DM'd me during stream, and I'm like, oh, this probably has something to do with what we're talking about. And I just read, highlighted, kill all Japanese people. It was funny listening to Cairo laugh about it, and me being such a menace knowing that nobody else knew what he was laughing about. But chat logs? Yeah, so I was literally just quoting the anime, Kisu. I was literally just, like, quoting word for word what happens in Code Geass, which you've probably watched it, right, Kisu? It's the stuff with Lelouch and Euphemia. And, actually, I don't know if Kisu likes anime that much. No, she likes Hello Kitty. She's gotta. It's been a long time. It was the scene with, Euphemia being like, still, Lelouch, that's crazy that you thought you could get me to shoot you like I'd ever agree to such a thing. And Lelouch was like, oh, I can be pretty convincing. I'm not going to directly explain my Geass to you, but, you know, I can get people to do what I want. I could even get you to, like... I could even tell you to kill all Japanese people, and you'd probably do it. And that's when he loses control. And And it's very tragic. It's very sad. It's very like, this is the worst timeline situation. But quoting that scene, because I was just talking to Koi about how sad I was. Quoting that to Koyo, it shows up in his chat, and it's like, you've been auto-modded. But in state of how the world is right now, people will allow this. Also, at the same time, I was watching Eureka 7, and was way more drawn to that. I've seen a lot of Eureka 7. But I've never done, like, a full watch-through. I've kind of, like, bounced around episodes on Adult Swim. So I've seen, like, episode 7, then episode 3, then episode 8, then episode 1. Now she's got her hair cut. Now her hair's not cut. I saw it in that order. So, like, I know Eureka 7 is pretty fucking intense. But it never hit because I've never seen, like, a full good watch through of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had a friend growing up, actually. This was in WoW, and then in League of Legends, and then Guild Wars 2. This friend was crazy. She was actually a sadist. I remember talking about kinks with her one time, and she was like, a kink that I want to do that I will never get to. Probably. I want to graft somebody's skin off their thigh and put it on their stomach. And I was like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ! She really liked a character from, I think it was Gundam Seed? Mir Campbell. And she really liked the Eureka 7 character, Anemone, I think is her name? And so her username on a lot of her old stuff was a combination of those two. Holy, yeah, she was a fucking psycho. So you can see how she would see characters like Anemone from Eureka 7 and be like, this girl's cool. Where do you get those eldritch anomalies? Man, yesterday I could not sleep that much. This one I met in World of Warcraft. All the way back in Burning Crusade. So this girl, she had a very abusive home life. She was homeschooled, and her mom did not let her have much internet, but she was smarter than her mom, so she was able to, like, get on and see weird shit now and then. But, like, she wasn't allowed to leave the house. She wasn't allowed to, like, just... Her mom was just a psycho. And, like, she had graduated high school, homeschooled, and stayed with her mom for another 3 years because she literally just didn't know how to function in society. And then she disappeared for 5 years. I stopped seeing her online. And this was around the time I stopped using Skype also. So, like, I didn't see her for 3 years. And I didn't see her for another 3 years, but, like, I also stopped using Skype, so I don't know if she came back. Hi, Techno Rave. So I thought about her after, like, 5 years, and I was like, shit, I haven't heard from her in a long time. She was in a really abusive life. I hope nothing happened to her. And then I saw a post on Reddit from somebody with her name playing a character in HOTS that very much is a character that she would play. They were playing Whitemane. And I was like, I'm 90% sure that's her. Because she used to do this. She used to take clips in League where she would make a cool play and then, like, post them to the League subreddit. And so I'm, like, 90% sure that's her, and she's still alive. Which was a big weight off my shoulder, right? Because I was like, oh, phew, my friend's still alive, but... Burning Crusade, I can see that. Morningland, nice Buttland. You would find some wild people. I really do. No, his cursed kink a friend has told me was that they were into horse peen. I told him to never talk to me about it again after having a conversation of animals and can't consent. Okay. Having a kink of horse peen is fine. Going and actually getting horse peen, that's not okay. They told me in junior high? the wildest conversation I've had about kinks was the whole skin grafting thing. However, I have read about more wild stuff. Not in a conversation with people, but like what you read online. I remember at one point it was like, there's a kink for everything. If it exists, someone is attracted to it. In example, and then it listed out the most vile fucking kink I've ever read in my life, which I'm not gonna share right now because ugh. Please do not fuck the horse. She's still alive with some foreign skins hanging. Closet. I think I need 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. We only have the one thing left. The worst part of the day.
That thing. Do I sit on his back?
I wouldn't mind if it's you. 8 seconds.
Well, no, not
Nelson.
going to.
Aw. Fine. I didn't want you to anyway. 3 minutes. 17 to 20. Ten seconds down. I never went to this zone. I think this is from Phantasy Star Universe or Blue Burst. I've never been to this zone in a game.
Oh, in game.
Yeah.
I'll say, I know we've been here before.
Yeah,
On
I
another
have
beach day.
30 seconds in. I've been here in VR chat, though. I didn't learn in panic. What did you panic about? He clearly is on his villain arc with the Twitch ban speedrun I just heard. Hi, Global. I did say that string of words many times, didn't I? Lean, not learn. You know how lots of girls are into vampires and werewolves? Looking at you, Twilight. I too was once attracted to some movie monsters. Once? Kisu, if you're a monster fucker, you're welcome here. I am. Read learn to. I switched it to learn because lean didn't make sense. So I was like, that's probably learn. I'm no longer attracted to zombies. You used to be attracted to zombies. Okay, that's on the edge of monster fuckers. Matthews is attracted to that. Halfway, by the way.
That's a new one.
I don't know. I'm not into zombies. But, like, the standard monsters, hell yeah. Anything with tentacles, hell yeah. Dragons, hell yeah. Werewolves, hell yeah. Vampires, it depends on how dead the vampires are. And we're silly. I need to catch up on chat in a moment. It's too hard to read at this angle. Learned to backslide too far, then panic ensued. Ah, leaned back. That was also the same time I was into old men. Like old David Bowie. Understandable. Not in hot zombie girls, what the heck? Yo, Kisu like to crack open cold ones! It depends on how dead the zombie is. If they just, like, have different colored patches and, like, the stitches, sure. If there's anything open, I'm like, ugh. 20 more seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't like it.
to curl up into a ball.
I'm thinking about it. Blinking sucks.
You get no argument from me, actually.
Wake up,
And I'm
sleepy.
completely neglecting Core myself.
just don't like any core exercise.
Yeah,
think about it.
understandable.
Although leg raises are okay, but yeah, maybe I should do that one more. But everything else is just
Okay. As much as I love that music. It is time. Put this here, put this here. Hi, Octomage. Oh, I can actually... Did I forget to turn the mask on? I did. I can actually hit play from here. That sounds
too
kind
high.
of loud. It's Draenor Beaches. Okay. I got really behind in chat there. Okay. I wish Silly Ewan would be the British nanny villain. I want to be shaken into silence. What about a really hot zombie? Do not fuck the tank from Left 4 Dead 2. Kyrodoko? They were here. I leaned back slightly. Gotcha. This is also the same time I was into Old Men. Hi everyone, like old David Bowie. Yo, Kisu like to crack open the cold ones. Not into hot zombie girls. What the heck? A hot zombie girl is like great. But like... You know, like the pustule or like leaky zombies or like the literal open wound. Those zombies, I'm like, ugh. Like girls and boys? True. Wake up, sleepyhead. We have a weird one, chat, over here. Joking, I think 99% of here is like you. I don't know if there's any movie monsters I'm into anymore, actually. Kimono Mimi, though, definitely. Uh-oh. Mage, fire, icy fire mage, other mage. I got my witch cat back on. Whoa, the beaches of Argus. Shut the fuck up. Hi, Smug. Spicy high global. Oh, okay. You did it yourself. Here's the thing, Oxomage. I use Chatterino so I can still see them all. Slap DPS on that moon. Gah. No, not those zombies. Hot zombies, the one who burned into the Isekai realm? Oh, vanish LO. Message nuked. I can still see it all on Chatterino, though. Yeah. That chicken eye zombie was cute for a zombie. I think of cute zombies and I think of, like, anime zombies. But, like, anything after that, I'm just like, I don't know. Oh, what if they, like, infactions kink? I don't know what the infactions kink means. Elias from Ancient Magus Bride is pretty up there, too, though. True, though, she wasn't very zombie. Message can't be seen if it never existed. Also deleted. Anime? Yeah. I don't know. Zombie is just not like a thing that I'm into, I think. Because for me to be into a zombie girl, they have to basically not be a zombie girl. It has to be the lightest flavor of zombie possible. Message Isekai. How are you today, Ewan? I'm okay. I haven't been awake that long. I woke up like at 8 a.m., which was like, oh shit, that's not much time to like find news and stuff. And admittedly, it was difficult to find any news because all Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit want to talk about is one, how Trump isn't talking to the one girl whose husband got shot at his rally, but Biden did. And the vice president pick for Trump and how hypocritical this guy is. That is all I can find in the news today. I'll be honest, I don't really want to go into detail with either. I'm okay bringing up politics, but like, it's not something I really want to talk about. Some killers in Dead by Daylight are pretty cute too. What about the whole Cody Ko thing? I've seen that a lot. Light News Week in politics. Cody is the vice... No, it's... I don't know who Cody Ko is, remind me. Help, I can't stop finding Trump Biden fanfic comics. They won't stop showing up on my feeds. No news segment today. Neither of those stories sounds fun at all. Neither of them. One of them sounds very cherry-picky, of like, Trump sucks, he didn't call the widow. Like Biden is some incredible person because he did. And the other one is like, yeah, shocker. The person that Trump picked for his vice president is a piece of shit. To the surprise of nobody. They're literally everywhere for me. You know, he's a YouTuber who got caught doing something you would never guess. Fair, because I'm unfamiliar with this tech now. Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, Discord. If I was Trump or Biden, I'd have my AI call and talk to them for me. Too easy. Who saw that coming? You know what I didn't get for today? I didn't get my holidays. What did this idiot send me? Apparently Foss is just discovering Andrew Rousseau. National Day. Too long didn't read he was having sexual relations with a minor. Another YouTuber called him out and brought it to mainstream. God. What is this like with YouTube? It's like to get somewhere on YouTube, one of the prerequisites is be inappropriate with minors. Can they fucking stop? Oh my god, Plant Lady? Plant Lady?
Boss.
Huh?
Plant Lady, that's Foss.
Oh, Foss. I'm sitting here like thinking Leafeons. I was like, did Leafeons go up? Huh? Yes, the Plant Lady. Foss is the Plant Lady. I still think of Leafeons first when I think Plant Lady. Yes, the Plant Lady. Wait a fucking second. I never said hello to Frey. I blame internet cynicism. Cynical people get popular and then it turns out cynical people are assholes. Here's the holidays for today. Guinea Pig Appreciation Day. National Atomic Veterans Day. National Cherry Day. National Corn Fritter Day. National Fresh Spinach Day. What the hell kind of bougie ass? National Personal Chef Day. Rural Transit Day and World Snake Day. Atomic Veterans, who does that cover? Ice or Noble? I guess any veterans that have gotten radiation poisoning from, like... I don't know, anything? Like, what the fuck? I have no idea who that covers. Oh, it's Snake with his perfect ass cheeks. World Snake Day. Sure, cool. I like snakes. Corn fritter and cherry day. Yay, fresh spinach day. I like the 3 food days. National Yulin Day. No National Guinea Pig Eating Day. Dang, put down fork. Cairo hates
Human
snakes.
Day was a few weeks ago.
True. True. We're almost getting to like a month away from that.
Ugh.
Time is flying so fast.
I feel like I've lost for the past few months.
I got some not really bad news, but inconvenient news. My parents are like, "Hey, Euland, we realized that we don't know if we told you this or not, but we're going on a trip for a week this Friday. We're going to Southern California. You'll be watching the dog, and all that jazz." And I was like, "Cool, have fun." And then I was like, that gets in the way of the Day 365 stream. So I will probably put that off a week or two. Honestly, that gives us time to, like, not have it be, like, Banjo-Kazooie 5 days. And then, straight into the other thing, right? I don't know. I'm kind of okay moving days around like that. Oh no, oh yeah? Yeah, I'm not really set up for it at all. I was thinking Ocarina of Time. I would like a long day to do Ocarina of Time. And the only day that would have worked without moving plans around would have been Sunday. But now, when they're gone, and I live with the dog needs a walk every day. Like, it's non-negotiable. This dog, like, freaks out if they don't have a walk. They get very angsty. Very, on edge. She gets a walk. She's being chillin'. And so, Friday and 7 days after, I don't actually know when they get back. But Friday, I will probably not be taking naps in VR for a week. Which, you know, this kind of works out, because Ellie's not even here anyway. Ellie's in the States right now. And, I'll stream those days, take the dog on her walk. And then, you know, come back and do whatever plans I have in the rest of the day. Easy my sweet chocolate-filled waffle. Get another treadmill. And have walkies with dog. Wait. No naps rage. I do not think the dog is smart enough to walk on a treadmill. They just don't understand it. Most dogs should have a walk every day. True.
Maybe a hamster wheel would work.
Maybe. You don't get outside, my life was a lie. Another week napless. How long must I endure? Plus, dog treadmills are different than human ones. She might be able to handle a hamster wheel. Like a dog-sized hamster wheel. But, like, for her to work on a treadmill or a hamster wheel like that, you literally have to just hold her there. Not by the leash, but, like, by the collar. Because she's going to try and get off it, and you'd have to be like, no. I want you right here, and your feet are moving under you. Hi, Shocky. Bad Cat Beach Day. I know. It was supposed to be yesterday, but I forgot.
Tax-free day.
No taxes today.
Or yesterday.
Or yesterday. There's a thing I want to talk about. But you guys could affect it. And so I'm not going to talk about it. But I want to. But they're gonna be shits if I do. Dog treadmills have to be self-propelled? Well, I don't think she would be smart enough to self-propel it. Like, if I could get her to stand on the treadmill next to me and then start walking, she would just stand there and be like, I don't know what we do. So she would just stand there and not understand that she needs to get it going. We played Planet Crafter with Sen yesterday. The game is fun. Say it, we won't change anything? Absolutely not, Riddle. Honestly, I thought me just being vague about it might make someone do it. But... Yulin's becoming corrupt and just choosing when to use taxes? Icy Fire. There is nothing corrupt about forgetting tax days. Okay? You guys pay $169,000 in taxes, you get a tax day. It doesn't matter if they're delayed a day or not. God damn it, Riddle. Because it's not like you're paying taxes in those days and not getting them back at all. That's not how it works. You pay $169,000, you get a beach day. Put some food in front of it. Little carrot on a stick trick. It matters, think of the alpaca. This stream does not revolve around the alpaca. And quite frankly, it wouldn't have mattered this time. Because it's either Tuesday or Monday, which he could show up neither day. Don't blame me. You don't want to say it. That wasn't
Well, normally
the thing.
I'm not here either. I just happened to be awake and was doing some world exploration a little bit ago.
Or their favorite toy, Dino Pacas. Hello, Zooey.
Plus, I'm wearing this outfit pretty much at all times since it's summer, and it seemed appropriate today.
Hell yeah. We played Planet Crafter. We finally have water on our fucking planet. It starts off looking like Mars. We're starting to get like little ponds and like small lakes. And it's raining. We've lost all of our ice. But we've got water collectors now that make a shit ton of water bottles. So we got that going for us. We're at a point where food isn't such a like, oh god, we're running out of food and starving. We've got enough food makers that both of us are pretty much covered from that. Doesn't matter this time. I'll get mad again if you do forgo a weekend beach day. If it was, okay, Icy Fire. I will probably wobble them in benefit for Pixel. You're coming after me when I'm like trying to help out Pixel. If it happens on a Friday, oh no, I forgot a beach day. If I forget on Sunday, and then I'm like, oh shit, today was supposed to be a beach day, then we switch. Alright, then it's like, oh, I gotta go switch my video. Today's beach day. You can't. I am literally on his side. And you're treating me like I'm the villain. This is bullshit.
The villain arc.
It's not even a villain arc. I was told I can't even be a villain. Wait, why are we yelling at Yulin? Isn't this your villain arc? Yeah, but a villain arc means I be mean. And, like, more evil, more villainous. A villain arc doesn't mean, oh, everybody be more mean to Yulin. That's not a villain arc. Huh, when? Why can't we just get along? This is bullshit. Random One Piece guys, the villain arc is real. You're failing, I'm still somehow more evil. You're not evil, you're just mean. You can't call yourself evil because you're trying to do it to be nice to Pixel. Okay, Vigar. Aelin, I'm hungry. Can I go have breakfast? Yeah, of course. What are you gonna eat? I need to go to the store today. And I'm not sure when I'm going to the store today. I hate it when store days fall on a Tuesday. If we have a long Stardew session, I need to go to the store before Stardew, which I hate going at like 5 to 6.
Ugh.
Exactly. But if we have a short Stardew day, then I could go at like 9:30. I do believe I can and just did. Fruit Loops? Fruit Loops are like turbo unhealthy, but God, they taste good. I had a
Most
Fruit Loops.
cereals are turbo unhealthy.
Yeah. The true villain.
Even
in
the
this-
ones that pretend to be healthy.
If there's a true villain of this chat, maybe Global, maybe Juice, maybe Bits. But those aren't really villains, those are all like anti-heroes. What is healthy? Not cereals. There's probably some, healthy cereals. But Fruit Loops is definitely not among them. Dude. I'd live on cereal if I could. That is definitely a food that I could eat 3 times a day, 5 times a day. Every day. Hi, Loomis. Excuse me, did you say not cereals? No, I said not, N-O-T, cereals. Cheerios are healthy? Would it be healthier to just starve until lunch? Honestly, it probably would be. But don't do that. Unless you are aiming to be healthier. Those cereals taste good, but can't make me stop beating my meat. Huh? Right, therefore, I'm the uncontested villain to be absolutely nuked by friendship, and the gun Bisu found. No, Icy Fire. Just because those 3 aren't the villain of chat doesn't make you the villain by chat by default.
My world list is growing again. I'd say might knock out a few for Friday, but VCAT's starting this weekend.
God, is it?
Yep.
Oh boy. I was looking at my beach worlds this morning to pick one, and one of them disappeared, so... Like, ugh. Starving yourself lowers your metabolic rate, though, so keep that in mind. Can I be a villain of chat, please? I see. The creation of cereals is to make people stop beating their meat. I am villain. I am the worst.
Oh,
Literally.
anything by Kellogg's, yeah.
Yeah, literally none of you are villainous. I'm sorry. None of you are villainous. So go eat your Fruit Loops. Honestly, being healthier is like just a lifestyle change. It's not something that's like, hey, can I do this in this little moment? If I don't eat this meal, will it be healthier? If you want like real health changes, it's like a big change. So like if you wanted to be healthier, I would fucking say finish your Fruit Loops. Hi, Yuki. And then just fucking make big changes then. But I'm evil. Uh-huh, sure. Loomis, more mad scientist you.
Getting over that wall for lifestyle change can be pretty difficult. So
for sure.
A lot of time people go cold turkey and fail at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you gotta ease into.
I I would say either works. For some people, it's a lot easier to, like, not ease into it. It becomes, if it's too gradual and they ease into it, it's, like, not enough change, and it becomes very easy for them to go back, right? But for some people, yeah. Baby steps, you know. Cut this food out of your diet. Do 5 minutes of exercise a day. Things like that can go a lot
plays a
of
big
way.
part too.
Mm-hmm. Things like that can go a long way for people. Meet me in a fighting game and say that to my Potemkin Busta. Hey, I lurk here while suffering in Elden Ring. Breakfast is one of the more important ones anyways. Sets up how your body is going to view calories for the rest of the day. Have good suffering, Yuki. Yuki, not onion ring. But it's not a lifestyle change. It's only 2 things for you. Not eating or eating. Even for weight loss, nutritionists will tell you to eat breakfast within an hour of waking up. Loomis was evil, but I vanquished him. Then I died of food poisoning. What is this lore? Oh, we're already at a mile. I feel like we just started. I have discovered in Planet Crafter that making little air side bases kind of fucking sucks. It kind of works for, like, discovering some of the bigger, like, spaceship stuff, so like the crash sites. But man, once you start, like, running out of, like, space rations and the water bottles they give you, and you need to, like, set up full bases, it just feels bad to set up these side bases. Hopefully I get interrupts tomorrow. I'm so haunting you. Cult of the
Well,
Lamb.
that's why I keep it to just one room, because it's just
Mhm.
air supply to me.
Yeah.
Or someplace to dump whatever I picked up on the way over there.
Mm-hmm. I was liking putting... So what I wanted to do was, like, build a room, build the door, build a beacon so I could find it again, and then just collect all the materials around it and build a lot of the stuff like that. But it just kind of... I mean, we're at a point where, for the most part, we've outscaled a lot of that stuff. And it just feels difficult to set up, right? I feel like I've put us in a position where we're never going to run out of power at our stage, but like the next stage we could, because we're going to get nuclear reactors, and then the stuff that's going to be
Well, we
using
already
power.
have one.
Yeah, well, we're going to get more, right? And then the stuff that we're going to be making is going to be using a lot of electricity. We are out of fucking milk. The good thing about Fruit Loops is that's a pretty good cereal without milk. I wouldn't want, like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch without milk. But, like, Fruit Loops is pretty good without milk. Use water. Alright, Kisu's the villain of chat. Fucking use water for cereal? What the heck? What exactly is fucking milk?
Use water. You could have just said skim milk.
I don't think they have skim milk. Titty milk? Oh my goodness. Gonna have a PB&J sandwich? That's a good option. I don't know, Fruit Loops is disgusting without milk? Really? I didn't mind it. I've used water for cereal? I would fucking never. Now, granted, I really, really like milk, right? I don't like water, so... I can see it being more difficult for me to use water for cereal than other people, but like, oh god. Yogurt? Yogurt would probably be pretty good with cereal. When I was a kid, I used tea with cereal. I like milk too. Only whole milk is in this household. Really? I love whole milk, but it's so many calories. Also, don't let them soak up too much milk either. That's also disgusting. What? I think you're going a little crazy with these takes. I do like cereal that's just wet, not soggy. When cereal gets soggy, then I'm like, ugh, I'm not a big fan of this. What the duck do you mean you don't like water? What the heck? I actually really only like water when I'm exercising. So like right now, if I had water, it's gonna taste pretty good to me. But that's because I'm actively exercising and like, it's just got that, you know, that like water is better when you're exercising or hot, right? But if I'm just sitting at my computer and I drink water, I'm just like, I hate this. I would very much prefer milk. Titty milk XD. Holy crap, I'll BRB. I just got the funniest call just now. Okay. I used to dip my PB&Js in Kool-Aid as a kid. That's wild. Before I grew up, people didn't have milk. So the times we got cereal, it was with a water condensed milk mix or a milk power mix. Fucking where, Chernobyl? Huh? Yeah, not soggy. Insert soy boy joke here. I just put hot sauce in chocolate milk. Oh my god. Hi, Trogdor. Yo, did I miss Snake Talk? We mentioned that it was World Snake Day. But we didn't really talk about snakes in particular. We were talking about, I think the holiday we talked about the most was the bougie-ass Personal Chef Day. What the fuck? Wait, Yulin, can't you handle whole milk? How would you handle me? What do you mean I can't? I love whole milk. I just don't drink it because it's so many calories. We're counting calories and trying to have as little as possible. So things like whole milk is like, I shouldn't. The Caribbean milk expires too fast? Oh. I ate that powder milk mixed dry. It's pretty good. I still think of it like once a month, lol.
Time for me to head out.
Okay. Thank you for joining.
Yep.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, person. That was Senril. I was playing Planet Crafter with him yesterday. The one problem I have with Planet Crafter is I can't delete the spawn bases unless Senril's really close to me, because he's the host. And so, if I misplace a pod, I, like, have to tell him, Sen, come over here and delete this. But we've got two bases now. We've got the main base, that has, like, all the crafting stations, all the info screens, all the good stuff. And then I have a second base that looks really cool. But functionally, it's not doing much yet. My purple bean, oh, what a podhead. Just delete Sen, SMH, my Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. What? What is this sentence, Techno? I would never delete Sen. Planet Crafter has been really fun. It's been really hard, because we'll play for like 3 hours. And then it's like, I want to keep going. But it's like literally 11 p.m. or midnight, and it's like, Sen literally has work tomorrow. I gotta like not be bad and keep him up all night. And so he'll go to bed, and I'm just sitting there like, don't make a solo save. Don't make your own solo save and start playing. Don't go past the co-op save. It'll be, you can wait a week. Be strong. I've been strong so far. I keep doing this in games like this, though, where, like... So one thing that's happening in Planet Crafter... I'm doing a lot of the busy work, and Sen is doing a lot of the progression. How are your legs feeling today? Pretty good. My back isn't feeling super great today, but my legs feel totally fine. I'm doing a lot of the busy work, Sen is doing a lot of the progression. So, like, we unlock new things. Typically, Sen is the one who builds it and learns about it. Whereas I'm there, they're just like, we need more power. I'm gonna go build 10 solar panels. Which, when I get in a game like that, I'm like, oh, I want to understand the main systems. And so, it's incredibly tempting. However, the last time I've played games like that, I combined that and this. Typical wife work, Gillen. Yeah. Excuse me. Typical wife work, setting up the solar panels. The last times I played games like this was Raft and Stardew, where I didn't understand the systems, and so I went and played it solo to understand them, which for my sake was good, but it kind of ruins it for the other people. Let's see if Elon has fixed the bits alert. I didn't. I wish I didn't have to fix it. I wish it just fucking worked. Thank you, Octomage. That's 2%. I would go play solo, learn the game, but then I'd kind of do all the things in spoilers. And so it wouldn't be fun for the people who played with me. So when I played Raft, I played with Zuvi, Koyo, Fosto, and Winter. And I didn't understand what was going on. I was literally just throwing the hook out for 3 hours collecting stuff. But Fosto was fishing. Koyo was fishing. No, Fosto was building the raft, Koyo was fishing. Winter was kind of organizing the raft and cooking. Zuvi was kind of handling progression, setting up the antenna, setting up the radio. And I didn't really know what we were doing. I was literally just throwing the hook out. Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so that first session we played Raft, I was very frustrated because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So then I went and played solo. But I was having so much fun that I just went through a lot of the game and went past them. So then we would get to the puzzles and they'd be like, what do you think we should do? And I was like, well, I know the answer, so I'm not going to do anything. And they'd be like, okay, cool. So we're not playing this together. It's, I'm playing this and you're along for the ride. I really don't want to do that with Sen. You find, you slay, you moan. In a perfect world, the woman can also do those work. I mean, they already can, but it's not typical housewife work, right? Hi, Air. In a perfect world, I'd have a muscle dommy, goth mommy, Fuda girlfriend. Space fish pog, Bits, gotta go. Hi, bye, Bits. BTS? No, you fucking don't. Hello, Fish. My second love. Yulin is here. Can't say you are the first. Wow! This guy. Other air pog. Hello, feet bits. In a perfect world, I am fucking dead. No! In a perfect world, down with capitalism. Basic human rights and needs are provided. I'm too tired for this joke. You want a muscle mommy, goth mommy, Fuda girlfriend. You want to share mine. Here he goes. Wait, I see a third bean. Hug that bean. I'm not hugging that bean. They have a gun. Hi, fish mommy. You have me whole. Oh my goodness. Sounds like Bits? Yes. That is Bits. I don't know if I've seen them with this hat before. Or the mask. I like the hat. The mask is okay. Are you a Cloud9 fan? I fell out of esports with right when Cloud9 started getting popular. Error. You are follow number 1000. Thank you. You're the big one. 1000, let's go. It sounds like Bits dropkick that bean. Get followed. I used to be a fan of the Cloud9 editor. Yay, 1000, yo. Hi, Kumi. Oh my god. This was the thing I was talking about earlier where I was like, man, we're at 999. But I don't want to say it, because the moment I say we're at 999 followers, it's going to go down to 998. But now we're at 1,000. Beers, guys. I've gone to lunch with Jack, owner of C9, the old TSM owner, and Alex Fox, owner of Echo Fox a few years back. Hell yeah. I'm just the perfect follower. Thank you, Error. And I've always been a fan of the org. Ginger beer time. So, with me for esports, the teams I always cared about were in League, because that was the esports game I played the most. I never really liked CLG or TSM, but I did like Curse. And then they kind of rebranded. They got rid of my favorite character, or favorite player. And then they rebranded as Liquid. And the people they brought onto Liquid I didn't like. They brought like 3 people on and I didn't like any of them. So I was like, okay. I was a Curse fan. I'm not a fucking Liquid fan. I didn't really have a team I liked for a while. And then Immortals came out. And Immortals had like 3 players that I genuinely liked. They had Pobelter. They had Wild Turtle. I'm forgetting their support, but they had a support I really liked. Everything about Immortals, I was like, this team fucking rocks. I think Immortals was after Cloud9 came out. Cloud9 was cool, but I fell off League for a bit then. I know people didn't like Cloud9. People were like, Cloud9 plays so boring. They never gank, and they just, out CS lanes. They're so boring to watch. And I was like, yeah, well, they fucking win, dude. Immortals came out, I fucking loved them. They were around for like a year or 2. And then all of their players were like, hey, we're not loyal to Immortals. We want to go back to the original teams we got kicked off of. So, like, Wild Turtle wanted to go back to TSM. And it was like, dude, you know they're gonna kick you off the moment they get double lift back. Hi, Juice. And it was like, Pobelter, don't go to CLG. You're literally treated better here. I love these guys. But all of them just wanted to go back to their original teams. And I don't know if any of them have done good on their original teams. The Wild Turtle one is the one that's like, dude, why would you go back? Why would you go back? But, their choice. Credit to the owners of Immortals. They literally said, you know what? No hard feelings. We want to support our players. If they want to go there, we will let them go there. We're not going to hold them up in contractual obligations. We're not going to, keep them in litigation. Be free. And Immortals, died overnight. I've always been a fan of the org. Ginger beer time. Oh, hi, American Error. I'm now on desktop. I can see the funny 7 VT emotes now. Hell yeah. Friend of mine played for Immortals. Hi, Juice. Juice when VTOL VR bits. I'm sure we, the Airhead, can beat any Pro League team. Juice, I literally refunded it. Kind of miss running my own org. Oh. Ah. You know who... Noggers? You know who I really liked in esports? It was like a Russian team. Oh boy. God damn it. Whoa. It's just one of those days. I was here. I don't remember the command. Ah. You use famous? No. This is not a famous thing. Ah. Was that 100? 1,000 followers, Pog. Bits was here, Poggies. There we go. We're just gonna turn that off for the rest of today. Poggies. That's crazy. We just hit 1,000, and we're already 10% of the way to 2,000. I can't thank you guys enough. Oh my god. The Russian team. They were like Diamond something? What was their name? I haven't thought about them in so long. I really liked them because they did a top lane Shyvana one match. It was like a, they did some tournament. Where their top laner played Shyvana, which was unheard of at the time. Shyvana was like only put in the jungle. And like, wasn't that good. So they picked Shyvana. Everybody was like, Shyvana jungle, counter pick it. And then they like countered the other jungler with a real jungle pick. And everybody's like, oh, Shyvana top, what the? Okay, so they're just giving top. But then the Shyvana top literally just shit on the enemy. Literally just destroyed them. And then what they did was they took Tower 1. And then they would go and just take the enemy's top jungle. They killed the first tower. Then they would steal Krugs. Steal red buff. And just every minute Krug spawn, take Krugs. Every 5 minutes red spawn, take that. And the enemy jungler was just starved. The enemy jungler was just 3 to 4 levels behind, and they couldn't stop this Shyvana. One, the Shyvana was just ahead, right? They were like 3-0 and could like 1v2. But at one point they have like 3 people come up. They had the mid laner, the top laner, and the jungler try to stop Shyvana. And she just ults over a wall and walks away. And so it was like, okay, don't commit anything to stopping the Shyvana. There's literally nothing we can do. And this Shyvana just kept getting further and further ahead because they were getting all the CS and Krugs and red buff. So their gold was just going up faster than everybody else's. Meanwhile, the jungler who's getting stolen from is just falling further and further behind. It was just a game where it's like, the enemy team just sounded, they just felt so stuck. There was nothing they could do. And that's like my play style. I'm not looking to win duels. I'm not looking to like outplay you. I'm looking to outmaneuver you and just like, I'm gonna resource for my team better than you. So that we eventually are in a position where you're 3 levels down and you can't do shit to us. That's how I play League. That's definitely how I played HOTS. And it was, I don't know, this person was so cool to me. I'd have to go find their name. I'd have to go find who they were. I'm pretty sure it was a Russian team. It almost sounded like Carl Wheezer there. No, Carl, there will be no cock and ball torture in my classroom. Alright, misfits, I'm about to write a low-life... Shit, what is it? Lo-fi EP? That's what it is. It's what was their name? Don't worry about it. Damn Snowball. That reminds me of the one time when I got Cutikin's 580C team. What losers then proceeded to completely destroy us. Dude, it happens. Sometimes you get so stuck in the meta and like, this is the way the game goes. But somebody has thought about it a lot, and they know what's going to counter the meta, and it just fucking works. I remember there was a team that was like, hey, we're not going to do a jungler, we're gonna do 2 top laners. We're gonna do Aatrox and Cassiopeia. And everybody's like looking at them like, these guys are fucking idiots. And then they crush top lane so hard, their Aatrox starts jungling, and it doesn't matter if he's behind because he's doing a lot of CC. And their Cass, who was so strong in the meta at the time, getting fed from top lane, snowballs and wins the game. And everybody's just like, okay, how did they go in with no jungler and fucking win? Not just win, but like, handedly win. Like, the enemy team, I don't remember if they had a chance to surrender. It was like a 16 or 17 minute win. It was just fucking crazy. Steal red buff, steal their mom, steal their dad. That sounds so brutal. OMG, he is so pro. I don't even know what game you're talking about. It was League of Legends. That playstyle of the Shyvana, that's just my playstyle. When I played support, I'm not looking for kills. I'm just looking to push the enemy out of lane. I'm looking to harass them so much that it is difficult for them to stay in lane, and it becomes easy for my AD carry to lane, to last hit. Now, this really fucking sucks when I get paired with an ADC that can't fucking last hit, which seems too fucking common. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I'm playing Zyra, I poke the enemy ADC and support literally to under their tower. Literally, I have them under their tower at 50% health. They're scared to leave. I'm still poking them under their tower. They're literally having to base one at a time and come back. But the AD carry can, like, last hit under their tower. Meanwhile, my AD carry is like, I literally have a lane to myself. I got 2 last hits of the wave. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Me entering a wall game. Barrel crashing myself towers. I won all of them. It's been 6 years since CS had a major in NA. We get one next year. 6 years ago, C9 took down FaZe Clan after blew a 15-11 lead in the 2018 Boston Major to Cloud9, giving NA its first and only major in CSGO history. Hot damn. I don't think League has ever had world champions from NA. The streaming environments are just way too different for League of Legends between NA and the other nations. This is why I stick to ARAM. Yeah. This is why I don't play team-based games. No, Cloud9 had the closest. Cloud9 and TSM have come close a few times. I think Cloud9 is the closest, yes. But, like, it's just tragic. Because in the US, the teams don't get paid a lot. To be a member of an esports team, even to be like TSM or CLG, you don't get paid that much. And why would you? You're just gonna stream and make a lot more doing that anyway. So why should they pay you a lot? In Korea and China, they will stream, but it's secondary. They will spend a shit more time just in scrims and, like, practicing raw mechanics against in-house people. Like, I remember reading that, like, Faker and other players would spend 8 hours just reacting to flash dives. And it was just like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, no wonder they're better. Because in the US, it was more about, like, be an entertainer. You know, you're part of TSM or CLG. You spend 3 hours, 4 hours in scrims, and then you go stream for 10 hours and make a shit ton of money. Whereas, like, in Korea, they don't stream for, like, 5 to 6 months at a time. Until, like, after big tournaments. And then the tournaments happen. North America usually gets swept in them. And everybody goes, NA difference. No, Cloud9 had the closest. Don't worry, FaZe might not play major in NA since then, but they still got taken down a significant amount of times anyway. C9 also did it with an NA roster. I don't like Faker. All the video I see him do Pentakill, it's like he's playing against bots. I mean, when it's Faker, he's so fast compared to everyone else, it is like he's playing against bots. It's the same with Valorant, but backwards? Really? That's funny. NA gets so much good scrims, but other regions look bad because they don't? Yeah, I'm back. Welcome back. In League of Legends, the team members, they don't even get paid like 100,000. Some of the best players in the world, their contracts are like not even 6 figures. But then they go stream and some of them make fucking millions, right? You look at Faker's contracts and it's like, I think one of his contracts was like $10 million or something. No, I'd have to look again. I'm pulling numbers out that I remember from like 5 years ago. But like the Samsung contracts for their players in, shit, I'm forgetting the team name. SKT? If I recall correctly, 125k was Riot's min salary? I wonder if that's recent, because I know, like, in the past, force onto orgs for players? Okay. I wonder if I'm, like, pulling information from longer ago. Because I know in the past it was, like, nobody in NA was getting paid that much. Because the understanding was, why would we pay you when you now have the CLG name? You've got the TSM name, and you're gonna go stream and make way more. We're essentially paying you an exposure. Which all these players were okay with because it was a shit ton of money. But they weren't getting paid by the org for a lot at the time. I do remember there was a whole issue of like, the orgs aren't paying their players enough. And for the good teams, for like the top 3 teams, that's fine. Because they get lots of viewers on Twitch. But for like the bottom teams, they weren't able to transfer that brand name into popularity on Twitch. And so they would go live, not make that much streaming, go scrim and play for their team, not make that much. And it was like, it was not enough money. And so then I think Riot was like, no, you need to pay them this amount. Faker's like the martial art guy in the movies. Oh, he's unarmed. Let's throw away our working guns and attack him one by one in CQB. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, so a lot of the times what happens also is like, in League they will do coordinated attacks. Which like, you know, 2 people do something at the same time, which in all of their practice and all of their scrims, in all situations against a human being, that works and there's no counterplay. But then Faker's just fucking crazy and like is able to dodge it or something. or he's able to counter it before it happens. And in those scenarios, when you have this attack that works in all situations and then it doesn't, it's like, what do we fucking do? A good example of like how fucking insane Faker is a lot of his Azir plays. The shit he did with the Zed 1v1. You can see like 10 different breakdowns of the Zed video. The Zed duel, it happens in like 5 seconds. It's absolutely insane from both of them. Force on to Orgs 4 players? Yes. Me, it's Faker. All hands, this is not a drill. Basically. Faker has... He's just for a decade straight been insane. And like, the only way to beat his team has always been shut down Faker. Which is like, what a fucking legacy. He has never not been like strong. I think there was a meta or two where like the champions that weren't really for his playstyle were good. I want to say like, I was about to say like when Ryze was good and Faker was playing a lot of Ryze, but I think even then he was crushing people. I don't know. Faker's the GOAT for a reason. Let's see if this is still going off. Alright, I think the alert box is done. Yay. To go back to my play style. The very passive, the very like, I'm going to out-resource you. I was good at that in League. You know, playing a support that like pushes your opponents out of lane so you get an easy time CSing. I was good at that in jungle, where I'm like stealing everything from the enemy's jungle without directly fighting them. Once I started playing Haunts, Haunts is way better for this playstyle. In Haunts, you don't get gold from last hitting creeps. You get gold from, or you get experience, which is team-wide. It's not for a single person. It's shared between the team. You get experience for being near enemies when they die. And so, the champions I played the best were the ones that were good at collecting experience across multiple lanes. And so like Murky, I was a Murky main. And I would run between 2 lanes, kill the lane in like 2 seconds, and then move to the next lane. And this made it so that my team would get crazy ahead in experience. And we would win the game by late game, because either the enemy team wasn't contesting us on objectives and we were winning, or they were, but by late game we were 4 levels ahead. I want to pentakill some banana cakes for someone. My back hurt. Okay. We talked a little bit about politics earlier. I'm going to go into something a little political right now. I mentioned earlier I don't like Biden, but we had an absolute W for Biden yesterday. No, this is good bits. Biden said he's going to take away tax benefits for companies that raise rent more than 5% for a year. So, this applies to companies that own more than 50 units. So let's say you live in an apartment complex, and your rent is going to go from $1,000 to $1,100. That company will lose their tax benefits, so they don't want to do that. Which means they will be capped at raising it 5%. So if your rent is $1,000, they will not raise it more than $50. It's 5%, right? My math bad there? Yeah, that's 5%. Nice. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Yo, that actually sounds like a pretty 5-head strategy. Exactly. It's one of those things where, like, dude, that's a fucking... I like that one. I don't know why it specifically targets companies that have more than 50 units. Because that kind of leaves it open for the shitty landlord that has, like, 30 properties in a neighborhood. He could still do it. But as I was saying in a call yesterday with Logitech and Sen, typically the ones that give you rent problems are the bigger companies. My experience with renting is that a big company, you know, an apartment complex, they're gonna be the ones that raise rent faster. But like a landlord, hi Reimu, a landlord that just has, you know, 30 units that he's renting out, you're gonna have less problems with rent with him, but he's gonna be potentially shittier with, like, fixing things. Like, let's say you have a maintenance issue. He's gonna be slow to fix it, whereas an apartment complex, I would expect to be fast. A landlord's gonna be like, oh, this tile is broken. I'm keeping your deposit. And it's like, dude, I expect a landlord on an individual level to be, like, more potential to be a nightmare. I expect an apartment complex to be, like, more expensive, but not have that shitty landlord that you have to deal with. I can't believe it took Trump getting shot to implement a good change. To be fair, Biden does have those rare W's. He's got a few. He has basically said, he's gone after internet companies a little bit and requiring them to provide better and stable internet. I'd have to look at it again, what he's specifically done with internet. But he has had a big W for internet service. He's also gone after student debt. He hasn't completely solved it. You know, he said he was going to wipe it out, and he's only knocked out like 5% of student debt. That's more than Trump did. It's more than Obama. It's more than Bush. Hi, King Dragon. Politics caring about people? What time zone is this? Balls Vine Boom here. Forget time zone, what timeline? Reimu, yes, sup. Vine just need more brain cell connection. I heard that it may have been possible to stop the shooting before it happened. So, okay. There's been a lot of information on the shooting. A lot of it's a jumbled mess, right? From what I have heard, from what I have seen, there were many videos taken of the guy getting on the building. He did not just climb up, sling a rifle over his shoulder, and just stroll over to his spot and take aim. He got up on the building and then, like, army crawled across the roof. Which is suspicious, but weird. It's not just like, la-di-da-di-da, everybody look at my hunting rifle that I have. It just makes it a little more like, what is this guy doing? Oh boy, tread carefully? Yes. I'm aware of it. One statement that I have seen, and I don't know how much I believe this. Secret Service had jurisdiction over the perimeter of the rally. Over the attendees. But they did not have jurisdiction for the building nearby. Again, I don't know if I believe this. The state troopers had jurisdiction of the building nearby. And so it should have been on state troopers to deal with this guy. The Secret Service agents that shot him, they were just looking right at him. They were, like, watching him like... I already know people who had gotten knocks at their door. The Secret Service were, like, literally aimed at the guy, because they knew what was going on. when state troopers were asked, like, hey, why didn't you deal with this guy? Grain of salt, I don't know how true this is just the one thing I saw. Their response was, well, you're allowed to have open carry firearms in this state. So we can't just shoot a guy for having a gun. It's like, wait, hold on. There is a difference between open carrying and aiming at someone, aiming at a former president. So if this source of information is to be believed, that Secret Service were not in jurisdiction, state troopers were responsible, and they were just like, open carry's fine. State troopers sound fucking stupid in this situation. Oh yes, the gun paradox. I don't know about you guys, but there's a massive difference between, yeah, open carry is allowed, and I am literally aiming a gun at people. That is a massive difference. Politics makes me sad. Everyone wants to kill each other for not agreeing with them politically. I just want to hug everyone. I guess the gun paradox. Gunadox. Obviously, shooting someone is never the right choice. I'm mostly bummed for the innocent bystander whose life got taken because the guy had shit aim. I don't know if the guy had shit aim. It was 200 yards. I've heard 400 feet. I've heard 600 feet. He did it with Secret Service aiming at him and a moving target. Not to, like, really go into, like, was it that bad of a shot? The guy that did die, it was 145 yards? Okay. The guy that did died, his name was Connor something. Connor Corey. The guy sounds like a piece of work. I wouldn't have been his biggest fan. That being said, that doesn't justify it. I don't wish death on him for this. He was an ex-fire chief. He was also super MAGA pilled and, like, they've gone back in his history. He had a few calls for violence. It sounded like he supported something like Jan 6, where he was like, he had a tweet that was like, string him up, or like, I'm ready. Basically, the guy had some takes that I'm like, ooh. Now, if you show up at a Trump rally, I would expect that, right? But no, that's a, how the fuck do you miss this shot? He didn't zero his rifle? I have heard somebody say this before, where, like, if it was me, I never would have missed this shot. I think the situations of sitting in, like, a deer trap and aiming 400 yards in perfect silence, no stress, are very, very different than you've got 7 snipers aiming at you. You don't even, like, have the time to, like, sit there and aim. You have to, like, whip it out and shoot. I don't know. I don't know the conditions he shot under. I just want to fucking have a farm and live free. Live life free. He didn't zero his rifle. He was an ex-fire chief. Is that an impressive shot at that range? I don't know guns that well, that's why I'm asking. I don't think that's an impressive shot at that range. I do think that is a difficult shot given the conditions he was under. Like, this guy knew he was dead. How does that affect literally everything you do? I don't know. That might fucking... That sounds like that'd have some effect on it. The one who was shot? Yeah. The shooter was some 20-year-old idiot, right? The shooter was some 20-year-old idiot. Apparently his classmates have been like, yeah, he was always kind of crazy. We would have, like, debate class, and he'd be the last person on one side of a debate, you know, fighting the class. Saying shit like this, we'll get a knock at your door. Just pull a Shingo Abe. It's... I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Basically, the guy who was shot turbo MAGA pilled. Biden called his widow. Biden called his wife and was like, you know, my condolences. I'm sorry this political race has dragged your family into this. You faced the worst of this race, and that's unfair to you. Biden tried to call her. She basically said, my husband likes Trump so much that he wouldn't want me talking to Biden. So I declined the call. I basically said, nah, don't call us. And now, Trump has just not done anything. Trump has not reached out to the family at all. And now that's the big news story of yesterday. And that Trump didn't call her. Biden did, but Trump won't because he doesn't actually care. And it's like, that sucks, sure. But like, don't make a story out of this, please. This feels like a bad story to, like, publicize. It feels really... This feels like using a dead guy for a story. Least political related stream moment. I know. He was rejected from high school rifle club for being a shit shot. That's funny. Tangerines. Damn, ain't no way that's hilarious, holy. Trump said, I got too much stuff to be worrying about. To be fair, Trump has currently worse issues to take care of than making calls. That's real funny. He didn't actually say this. I don't like Trump. It feels like real bad to dogpile on Trump for not calling the widow within 2 days of this happening. Trump also himself was shot at, so like, for him to be like, yeah, you're responsible, you need to say something to her. Yeah. I think he's responsible for his calls to violence. But in this very specific situation, not looking at the overall, it seems unfair to try and make a story out of this. Oh yeah, do we know how bad of an injury was it? Apparently it's just like a chunk of his upper ear. I haven't seen it. I saw one video that was like, it showed a picture of the anatomy of an ear as a thumbnail. I was like, oh, this is going to be a breakdown of his ear injury. And then I saw it was from Man Caring Things, which is a silly YouTube channel. I was like, okay, I'm not watching this, fuck you. Yulin, when are you playing Diddy Kong Racing? Oh. I honestly don't know. Because I always thought Diddy Kong Racing was a joke compared to Mario Kart. So I never gave it a fair chance. And now looking back, I'm like, it's probably good. I know it has fans. I just don't wanna. Yeah, like all his felonies? Yeah. Only a chunk of your ear. Wow, that sounds like anything but only to me. Will it like barely nick the top of his ear? Diddy Kong Racing is literally better than Mario Kart 64 in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised. I got into Mario Kart with Double Dash. And then I got really good at Mario Kart 8. Tracker's empty. That means you had fun with them. Wow, Yolan. You know I love you. But Trump won't call people to violence. This is a joke. I'm not serious. He's gonna be fine. Yeah, Trump himself is gonna be fine. Honestly, Trump is probably, like, celebrating this. He's probably not even, like, shooken up that he almost died. He's probably like, oh my god, I'm a war hero. I survived the call of battle. They tried to take me out, and they couldn't stop me. Like, he's 100%, like, just... hell yeah. That's what I expect from him. Double Dash is kind of overrated, still good, though. I still can't believe Trump legally can't vote, but can be president. The court ruling is insane to me. I feel like he should just be disqualified completely, but... whatever. It's pretty funny. And that tons of people are very down for having a felon president. I mean, he's probably going to spin this. A war hero. Will we get the Obama giving a medal to Obama meme, but with Trump now? Yes. Good lord, yes. I saw a post today that said, being a supporter of Trump is a character flaw. I think less of you if you support Trump. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel the same, because I feel like the people that support Trump are very vocal about, like, I'd never trust a felon. I'd never trust a predator. I'd never trust this. And then it's like, when Trump gets seen doing it, they're just like, nope, it's okay, he's framed, I don't believe it. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not voting for the election. I'll be voting. I'll tell you all right now, I'm voting Biden. My hope is that Biden just gets worse and we effectively don't have a president for 4 years. Because that's better than what I think Biden or Trump would be. Will you stream Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Nope. Probably not. I'm gonna vote in vain, but I still will. Local voting, sure, but not presidential. I've known about 2025 for a while. And just that Trump has any connection to it whatsoever is like, this immediately is like call to action for me. This is like, off the bat, we cannot let this happen. So, as much as I hate Biden, I hate 2025 that much. President, I still will. Local, hell yeah. Fuck Cox. I will be voting for sure. It's sad to the point where we're voting for Biden hoping he will become senile. I agree. Damn, Elon, he's having his villain arc for real. Going full Lulush. I got into Mario Kart with Double Dash. This sounds like a way more fun topic. I got into it with Double Dash. I remember doing time trials of Rainbow Road and Donkey Kong stages so much because I loved the drifting in those two stages. The fucking, like, S-curves. God, those are so fun. Yay, I got the topic to change. My governor hates gays and trans. Not even a conspiracy theory? Ugh. Fucking Rainbow Road, when you start, and then there's that right turn and then the left turn into the ramp, I love that shit. Hi, Ty. And so I would practice that on time trials for ages. And then I would play with friends, and I'd be fucking like centimeters away from the inside rail, just blowing them away, and they're like, dude, what the fuck? That shit felt so good. In Mario Kart 8, I played it a bit. It was fun. And then I watched a streamer, because I wanted Mario Kart sounds. I'd play WoW, and I would have this person stream on the left monitor in the background. No cam, no mic, just Mario Kart 8 sounds. And every now and then I would like see what he was doing, and I picked up a lot of his strategies. So then when I played Mario Kart 8 myself, I ended up like just... It was like watching Faker or Doublelift for hours a day and then applying that to your own games as a silver player. It just meant I fucking crushed everybody that was around my skill level. And so, I'd play Rosalina, Purple Tires, I think it was like the Mercedes car. It was a really good like weight distribution loadout. And I could just... I had a lot of control over my drifts. I wasn't ever that good at fire hopping. I could do it like 2 or 3 times, but I couldn't do it like the 6 or 7 that was the limit. I felt really good at Mario Kart 8. W? Hey, femboy. Welcome to Old White Men. I hate how Double Dash controls permanent ice physics, Lamau. I like Ridge Racer. I kind of like it the other way, Techno. I think I like the ice physics more of Double Dash, because it felt like more of a drift game. Oh, hi, Hyper Yulin. Mario Kart 8 controls too well, there's 0 jank. You have to damage the controller a little bit to make jank. Fire hopping was deleted in 8 Deluxe. Yeah. I'm honestly okay with that. Fire hopping was like... too sweaty. Stick drift is wild. Yeah, thankfully they haven't gone to the HRT, but my brother's having to go to Colorado for top surgery. Femboys are nice, tomboys too. Definitely love tomboys. Hell yeah. Elin, try handling like a try harding like a motherfucker. Nothing has changed. What, Lost One, what are you saying? I'm literally saying I don't want the try hard stuff in Mario Kart 8. And please play Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers, you will love it. I'm just not much of a racing game player. The only ones I really played were Double Dash, Mario Kart 8, Extreme G 2 and 3 on the Nintendo 64 and GameCube, and Kirby Air Ride. Those are like the only racing games. Those are all old. Also, Cox keeps banning books. Are they throwing it back in his face and banning Christian books? Because I really like when that happens. Do it. Insert hypnosis device here. Sonic All-Stars Racing transformed kind of based. Diddy Kong Racing was actually good. Man, I love Asphalt 8 since it's on Steam. That was good shit. I'm actually suddenly really hungry. I ate food before streaming, but now I'm just like, ugh. Transformed is peak. Bits left my tail up in the air. You could have asked me to fix it. Strong man crave good times.
No, you're busy.
Shut up, I always have time for your tail. Strong man use weak men to get good times.
Ooh.
Strong man see good
like
times
that.
will end. Strong man blame weak man. The second video game I owned. The first one I owned was Gex 64. The second game I owned was Extreme G2, which was a motorcycle, like a futuristic motorcycle game on the Nintendo 64. I fucking loved that game. When Extreme G3 came out on the GameCube, I got that. Extreme G has one of the coolest fucking features, where when you hit 750 miles per hour, you break the sound barrier. And, like, it literally just distorts all of the sound. Like, you'll be racing, the music's blaring, you're hearing all these loud sounds, and then you hit 750 and it's just... and it's all muffled. It's all just like... and you're just like, whoa, I've ascended. And it just feels fucking incredible to hit that point. They did have something like that recently, what the fuck? How did your parents not buy you, like, normal games? I don't know, they just went to the store and bought Gex 64. Extreme G was so incredible. I never played 2 or 3. 2? I don't know if 2 was as good as... I don't know if 3 was as good as 2. I never played Extreme G, but I played Extreme G2 and Extreme G3. He tried to ban one book and was told all religious books would have to be banned as well. It's like F-Zero but light bikes? Yes. It's all dubstep. Extreme G is like... it's not like Tron bikes or anything, but just imagine, like, car-sized motorcycles that you're laying on, and it's like literally the cockpit is shaping around you. And they had weapons. The standard mode, you have guns and, like, missiles and stuff like that, and you can kill each other. But there's also, like, health regen pads, so you're kind of managing your health. You could focus on literally killing the competition. Or you could just try to fucking race hard and win. Reminds me of Blur for the 360. First game I ever owned was Yoshi Story Island for the SNES. My games were Gex 64. Never came close to beating that. Then I had Extreme G2. Then I think I had Cruisin' USA and Rush 64. I think I had Wave Racer. I never had GoldenEye, but I liked playing that at my friend's house. I got Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Coliseum. I never really got a game that was like, I want to play this for like days on end. It was all like, it was almost like arcade games that I was getting. At some point, I was in California. I was in 3rd or 4th grade, and I got Banjo-Tooie. That was the first game I got that was like, I don't want real life anymore. I just want Banjo-Tooie. Do you have some snowboard games? I don't think I had 1080 snowboarding, but my friend did, so I played it a bit. I think there was also a, like, kids snowboarding game where they were more kid-like, and I played that a bit. Banjo-Tooie was my first, like, I don't want to say personality-shaping game, but Banjo-Tooie was the game that's like, I played it, I never wanted to put it down. I then went to the playground, and my friend was like, dude, the new Legend of Zelda game came out. It's so good. Actually, he wasn't even my friend. He was just telling people he got the new Majora's Mask game, and it was the best game ever. And I was telling people Banjo-Tooie was the best game ever. And I think people were getting so annoyed by both of us, they had us talk to each other. And so his name was Richie. He became a good friend later on, but I was like, hey, you're wrong about Majora's Mask. Banjo-Tooie is the best game ever. And he's like, well, I've never played Banjo-Tooie, but Majora's Mask is the best game ever. And I was like, well, I've never played that game. He's like, okay, I got an idea. You play Majora's Mask, I'll play Banjo-Tooie, because it's not fair that neither of us has played the other's game. We just think our game is the best. Let's play them and then talk. Which sounds really fucking rational for an 8-year-old. But that's exactly what we did. I went and bought Majora's Mask, and then I couldn't play it because I needed a Rumble Pack. So I went and bought a Rumble Pack. He went and played Banjo-Tooie. And we came back like 2 weeks later. We both, 8-year-olds with infinite time. Oh, why wouldn't you just go over to their house? Because I lived in Fairfield. He lived in Vacaville. The school was in Vacaville, so I was commuting like 30 minutes to school every day. And to go to someone's house just would have been like interrupting to my mom's schedule. And also, like, we weren't really friends. This was like us meeting each other. And so it's like, both of us were rich white kids going to a private Christian school. I'll just get the game myself, you get the game yourself. We don't need to do this like, I need to play your version. I don't need to borrow it from you. I can just go get it myself. And so, rich white kid thing. I play Majora's Mask. This is my first Legend of Zelda game. I'd actually seen the intro to this, because when I was in Colorado when I was like 6, it came out. 6 or 7? I saw it come out and I saw my friend's older brother playing it. So it must have been out for a few months. Or actually, no, it must have been out for like a year. I remembered the intro of like Link falling down the tunnel with all the faces. I play Majora's Mask. I 100% it. Did I 100% it? I think I did. I think I 100%ed it. I either did or I was missing a few pieces of heart, but I know I had every mask. We meet back up at school. And I'm like, okay, so I played Majora's Mask. He's like, alright. I played Banjo-Tooie. What do you think? And I was like, Banjo-Tooie is still the best game ever, but Majora's Mask can be number 2. That game was awesome. And he's like, I think I still like Majora's Mask more, but Banjo-Tooie was a really good game. So I'll put that at number 2. And we're like, okay, you know what? We both think our game is the best still, but like, I'm fucking loyal to this other game. That game was good. And then I went and played Ocarina of Time. He went and played Kazooie. We were like acquaintances until like 7th grade. 7th grade we became friends. SSX Tricky was the shit. Yeah, that was what just happened with the governor. I think it was the Quran that he was saying shouldn't be in schools. Not entirely sure which one he's trying to ban a lot of books in schools, like any that have to do with the gay. I love that one.
Psst,
What's up?
Pet Pat.
You can have head pats when you want them.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, some of those books are just cute, nothing more, but no, let's ban books. Yeah, my son has some pretty good controversial books already. Oh, you're not the only child? Like, he's got My Shadow is Pink and Goodnight Racism. He used to keep them. My mom got them both, but I'm the one who added My Shadow is Pink to his wish list. He's still too young to understand them, though. Do you guys have any books or, like, video games or just any stories in general that, like, you loved it as a kid, but you didn't understand it? And then when you grew up and you're looking at it again, you're like, oh, I completely missed that message. Or even read. They'll sit for about 3 pages, then go run away. Cute. We're at 4 miles. I played Leisure Suit Larry on my grandpa's computer, and holy shit, I was so clueless. I'm trying to think if there was anything that, like, I didn't get as a kid. And later on, playing it, I was like, oh, man. You're, like, having sex and talking to prostitutes. And all kinds of crazy shit. In GTA, I did that, sorta. I just like the girl in Sailor Moon that was a guy. Ah. Incredible. Was there anything that I, like, really indulged in? Really liked? I didn't understand his message until later. I would use a prostitute to heal and then kill them to get my money back? No clue I was sleeping with him. Echo the Dolphin? I don't even know what Echo the Dolphin is.
A game.
I remember an episode of Teen Titans where they meet an alien guy and he's really mean to Starfire. And Cyborg picks up on it. And it's a whole episode about racism. And Cyborg's like, he's treating you different than the others. And she's like, yeah, people don't really like my alien species. They call us this word. And it's basically a slur and hurtful. And fucking Cyborg goes, I understand. And she goes, you do? You couldn't understand. He goes, I do. Because I'm a cyborg. And it's like, okay, Teen Titans, okay. That's not why he understands, but okay. And then you see the hero more, and he ends up leaving, and they all take Starfire's side. That one flew right over my head. And I don't know if I ever had a moment of like, thinking about that. I think I learned, racism bad through other things. And then saw that episode again and was like, oh yeah, huh. LOL, yeah, the car just kind of bounced, not sus. The racist hero. I still haven't found any solid evidence that one is a guy. It's very vague. I've seen some interpretations that it's a guy. some that it's a girl, some that they're trans. It feels very vague and like written in a way that it could be self-inserting to be whatever is best for you. I want to watch the old Teen Titans again. That show is so good, but I only ever caught random episodes on TV. So I saw a lot of it on TV. And a couple of years ago, I wanted to go watch it again. I wanted to watch it all the way through. And I don't think it's aged particularly well. A lot of people disagree with me. They're like, no, it's amazing to this day. I remember watching the first episode and the second episode and being like, this is a little cringy, and I'm struggling to watch this. Old school. That we're gay or not gay. If you like Teen Titans, I would recommend watching Young Justice. Young Justice is from 2009, I believe, and it's everything Teen Titans could improve upon. Young Justice is literally like the fucking best DC show ever, and I love it so much. Young Justice mentioned. It's hard to watch Young Justice. You can only watch it on the DC streaming website or pirating it. Never heard of it? So in Young Justice, it's a much more modern DC, and it's way more realistic than Teen Titans was. So think about Teen Titans. Batman buys them a tower and is just like, you 5 heroes need to learn to be heroes on your own. Go handle a city. And then Batman never shows up. But these are like teenagers. These are not somebody you would entrust a city to, right? Like, think of the political drama of like, hey, your city was fine, but Batman just built a giant T here, and 5 superheroes that are kids, they're 13 years old, they're going to be in charge of watching over your city. You'd be like, can we get a real superhero? Can we get a guy that, like, isn't a teenager? I don't want a 13-year-old who's going through puberty, like, in control of preventing my city from blowing up from, like, I don't know, some bad guy. That's really alarming. They don't cover any of that in Teen Titans, right? They don't, it's 5 teenagers, they've got a big T, they save the day. It's a good time. Young Justice is like, in the first episode, it is about 4 sidekicks. Robin, Aqualad, Kid Flash, and Red Arrow. And they have all been sidekicks for a year. And they are going to be formally recognized as members of the Justice League. And so they go to the Justice League headquarters, which is in Metropolis. And they get, brought into the Justice League. And then, like, Martian Manhunter, he comes up to Batman and Superman, and he's like, whispers something in their ear. And they're like, hey, we gotta go do League business. We'll be back. You 4 chill here and enjoy your big day. And they're like, well, we're Justice League. Take us with you. And they're like, we need to do more veteran League stuff. Chill here. And so they go through a teleporter and leave. And Red Arrow, who's Green Arrow's sidekick, he's like, this is fucking bullshit. They're still treating us like sidekicks. They're treating us like kids. We're not really members of the Justice League. And Kid Flash, who's kind of dumb, and he's just like, bro, what's the problem? We're here. We're in it. We're in the headquarters. Red Arrow's like, this isn't the real fucking headquarters. They've got a satellite in an asteroid that's the real Justice League headquarters. This is just a front for the media. And all the other sidekicks are like, what? Wait, really? So they go try to prove themselves. They go attack Cadmus, which is like a Lex Luthor facility. We're at 4.3 miles. So now we're doing Legion beaches. They go to attack a Lex Luthor thing, because this is like a notification that came up or whatever, a big threat alert, whatever. And they fuck up. They fuck up royally. Basically, they blow an undercover thing that the Justice League had been watching for like months. They fuck it up, but they do a little good. They free the hostages that were in this facility. They basically ruin Lex Luthor's plans with this facility. They just, they blew the undercover stuff, and they don't know why Lex Luthor was doing this. They also find a clone of Superman, Superboy, and free him. And so the Justice League is like, okay, clearly, we need to be more open with you. Clearly telling you to just sit in a chair in the library of the front of the Justice League. You're right. There's a second base. Was not satisfying to you, and understandable. You guys have done a lot of good work, a lot of hero work, and we need to coordinate with you. We can't just ignore you. That being said, you are still children. Robin is 13 years old. We cannot be sending you to the front lines to fight some of these villains, When we're doing sidekick work with you, we're patrolling. We're fighting some villains that we are confident we can protect you in if things go wrong. We are not ready to bring you to a fight with some other villains where they will, fucking kill you if they get the opportunity. So we are going to make, essentially, a strike team. You are going to be focusing on covert options. You are going to be learning coordination with other heroes. You are going to be learning about more villains and be part of the shared knowledge experience of the Justice League as a whole. You are not Justice League. You are specifically your own team under the Justice League. And we will evaluate at a later date when you become Justice League. It is so fucking good. Zavala Strike Team. It covers on a lot of, covert operations. A lot of what they're doing is, scouting. They're, just information gathering and learning discipline. They're trying to teach the sidekicks, the teenagers. It is not always you see villain, you go punch villain. Sometimes you need to learn what they're planning, because you will save more people by doing that, right? And it gets really messy because they're still teenagers. There's a lot of romance like in Teen Titans. There's a lot of deception. There's a lot of this villain is trying to tear apart the Justice League by going through this sidekick and making things messy for them. Teen Titans was really good. But it really just feels, once you watch Young Justice, it just feels like Young Justice is version 2. The better version, more improved upon version. It's so good. You don't get to pick your heroes, you get who you get. Well, see, what if it would be better to not pick a hero, right? In the Marvel movies, one of the things they cover on is supervillains weren't a thing until the Avengers. Then the Avengers were a thing, and that attracted a lot of villains. Suddenly, supervillains are coming out of the woodwork, and it's the chaos theory of, you've got this superpower, well, the bad guys match it. Right? So if you were fine, and then you see, oh, Superman goes to this city. Now there's a lot of villains there. Batman goes to this city. Now there's a lot of supervillains there. The Flash goes to this city. Now there's a lot of supervillains there. Oh, by the way, we're going to put 5 teenagers here. They're going to take care of your city, but there's not any villains. They're just going to be dealing with, car chases. And, a purse snatcher. They're just going to be there. And you're like, hang on. We don't really want any superheroes here. Because that means there's going to be supervillains. Please no. And it's just nope, we've already built the tower. You can understand, that political discourse, right? Of like, maybe not everybody would be super cool. It's something in old comics where it's like, oh yeah, who has a problem with superheroes? But then when you think of it in these terms, then you start getting things like, we fucking, superheroes go away. You're the cause of all these problems. Young Justice covers that a bit. They hide the headquarters. They have the, like, Justice League that is a front. The actual Justice League has the base in an asteroid. And the Young Justice team, their base is the old Justice League headquarters, which is hidden in the side of a mountain near Metropolis or Gotham, I think. It is... I fucking love Young Justice so much. Superboy in particular, the shit, well, honestly, any character. The shit with Superboy makes me like Superman as a hero. Because I've always been of the opinion that, like, Superman is a boring hero. He's invincible, he can fly, strongest man alive, laser eyes. Like, just, Superman's not fair, there's nothing interesting about him. The test of strength is not the interesting part of Superman. The interesting part of Superman is that he has all this power, but he's not always, like, right morally. Despite being the strongest man in the world, he still has problems and doesn't know how to deal with gray areas. So, in particular, they find a clone of Superman, right? And his name is Superboy. Superman sees him, and he is creeped the fuck out. He does not like Superboy. He's just like, this is a fucking clone of me. And Superboy is like, he has ingrained in him, at like a genetic level, that he wants to be Superman. He just wants to like, he just wants to be like Superman. And so anytime he tries to talk to Superman, he's like, hey, Superman, it's kind of hard dealing with super strength. I, keep breaking stuff on accident. Can you give me some pointers? Can you maybe sit with me and have, like, maybe a training day, maybe a sparring day? And Superman always blows him off. Superman is always like, nope, I got something to do, bye. And Superboy, who's like 6 months old, by the way. Superboy is 6 months old and has been, like, had information downloaded into his brain through a fucking cable. But is still bumbling through life like, okay, I guess I'm fucking alive now and have the intelligence of a 16-year-old. He doesn't have all these past experiences, and so he's very angry. He's constantly like, why the fuck does Superman hate me? I don't understand. Anytime Superboy thinks he's doing something good, he's often breaking something, and people are treating him like, whoa, dude, why did you do that? And he's like, I saved the day, I punched the bad guy. And they're like, no, dude, you can't do it like that. And he's just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm always a fuck-up. At one point, Batman goes out to lunch with Superman. And Superman's like, oh boy, we haven't had lunch like this in a long time. And Batman's like, we need to talk about Superboy. And Superman's like, oh, dude, I don't want to fucking talk about this. And Batman goes, listen, dude, the boy is confused. He needs help from somebody. Nobody is better suited to that than you, because he has literally got all the same physiology as you. You need to be there for him. You need to be like, a friend to him. You know what it's like to be a 16-year-old guy. The boy needs a father. And Superman flips out. He's just like, fucking no. That is not... You be that. You be a father for him. I'm leaving. And Superman just fucking leaves. He just, like, literally just leaves the restaurant without paying. And Batman's like, yeah, whatever, I'll pay for it. But it's like, you see this discomfort in Superman. You see this, like, if things aren't black and white, Superman fucking struggles. And he doesn't know how to handle it. And shocker, a clone of him that has been, like, created to want to replace him. So that, like, the idea was Lex Luthor kills Superman, and then he could have Superboy be the replacement Superman. that Lex Luthor could control. Well, Superman sees this and he's like, a puppet of Lex Luthor's. Let's get rid of it. Well, it's a living person. Can you just kill it, Superman? No, but it's Lex Luthor's, so we can't just like... Oh, fuck. Like, Superman struggles. I mean, he is not his kid. It's not, but he needs a father figure. Superboy is 16. He has anger issues, and he has no father figure that's really guiding him. It's supposed to be Superman, and Superman is just fucking, like, not there. And so Batman does a lot of legwork, but, like, Superboy can't relate to Superman the way he could with Superman. He is literally engineered, created to want to be Superman, which is very reminiscent of, like, seeing your father, looking up to him and wanting to be like Dad, wanting to fill your father's shoes. He doesn't look at Batman as like, oh, I want to be like Batman. Batman's like the fucking stepdad that's like, hey, your dad didn't love you enough to come show up to this, so I'm here to help you with your homework. And he's like, well, I wanted Dad. It is very much that dynamic of like, oh god, it's so good. Watch Young Justice. I cannot talk to you enough about how good it is. Might have to check it out. Oh, that's fair. It sounds pretty good. Might don't make right. Dizzy moment. Sounds like Fern from Adventure Time. Superman has always been one of the cooler DC heroes. He is the story of a god who just wants to be normal. Mid. Shut the fuck up, Ty. God damn it. I like the black and red shirt of Superboy. Superboy is definitely edgy early on. I can't watch it because I'm watching you. Oh my goodness. What are we at? 4.8? We just started Legion Beaches. I don't think there's too many Legion Beaches. What have I got in my notes? You guys know the game Getting Over It? The dude in the pond, he's got the little, like, gardening tool, and he just spins it around to climb a mountain. I saw a video of a guy who offered his niece $100 if she could beat Getting Over It. And she tried for like an hour with him just sitting behind her recording. And at one point, she had no technique, by the way. She's literally just fucking spinning the tool. At one point, she falls all the way down. She sets the controller down. And she puts her hands on her forehead. And she just spins in the chair, just breathing, just... Actually, it's a sledgehammer. Okay. Hoi hoi, y'all, I'm late. Hi, Pixel. She did not get the $100. I was like, oh man. This is how you teach somebody suspicion. If somebody's offering a deal to you that's too good to be true, maybe think about it. Lamau, did she give up? I'm pretty sure she gave up. Ah, yes, a sledgehammer. The perfect garden tool. You guys have never used a sledgehammer in the garden? How did you break, like, the big rocks in your garden? That's what I did. We were planting a garden in our house in Colorado. We found a big concrete slab. Hi, Sean. And my dad said, I'll give you $20 if you break this whole thing up. So I hit it with a sledgehammer. A lot. For hours. Easy, you take the rocks out. It was too big to pick up. You had to break it down. I bet that guy can't beat it either. I don't know if he can. I could see it going either way, Kisu. It's not a gardening tool. I use it as a gardening tool. I use it in the garden. The comedically large hammer like in Rune Factory. Took one swing. We used a mini pickaxe for rock stuff. I don't think we had a pickaxe, so we just used a sledgehammer. A pickaxe would probably be better. Oh god. You ever see a video of just somebody being fucking stupid? I did yesterday. I saw one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. This guy, he's at like a knife shop. And he pulls out a pocket knife, and he's looking at it, and he points it toward himself, and he just quick poke into his stomach. Just boink. And then he's looking at the knife, and he's like, oh yeah, that's sharp. And then he looks down, and he's profusely bleeding from his stomach now. Literally just like a stream of blood going through his shirt. And he's like, oh shit, and he, you know, puts the knife away, puts it down, and starts walking away from the camera. And it's like, dumbass. Dumbass, what did you think was going to happen? Dude literally just self-shanked. The handyman in me hearing Elon say it's a gardening tool. God, why do I love this guy? Rock pick is what I used. What the? Oh yeah, I saw that. Look, we had a big rock in the garden. We didn't have a rock pick. We didn't have something more ideal, so I used a sledgehammer. Job got done. I got $20. When you come across an actually sharp knife, it's pretty wild. I'm just flabbergasted that he just poked himself. Just like, thunk. Oh yeah, that was sharp. I felt that. And then he's just like bleeding. It's like, what was the good outcome here? What was the situation where like this works out? Like it doesn't break your skin, you go, ah, this was a shit knife. Did he think it was only gonna break a little skin and he wouldn't bleed? Like, what was the plan here? Yeah, there's no situation where poking yourself in the stomach makes sense. I watched this and I'm like, I don't get it. I think he wanted a day off. Dude do Arakiri on himself. Oh yes, that will cut. I saw a trailer for Skate Nation XL. I wish Ellie was here to talk about it, but she's probably busy all week. I agree with Icy Fire. Skate Nation had their game announcement trailer. Their release date is coming soon. Fuck you. I hate that. I got so mad at this. It was literally the announcement date trailer. And the date is coming soon. Fucking do the trailer when you have a date then. Who the fuck? So mad. I know Ellie's excited for Skate Nation. I'm not much for, like, X Games sports. What are those called? Like, skate, bicycle, BMX, rollerblading? There's the X Games, but then there's, like, extreme sports? Is that it? They need to farm hype, skate this. See, I don't even think he was doing it for content. Because it was on, like, a store surveillance camera. I don't think the guy had any clue what he was doing. That's what the X stands for? Just whips a knife out. Poke. Oh, shit. He looks surprised by it, which is fucking wild to me. They call a game that lazy people play but can't do IRL? Oh my goodness. I just found the video on WorldStar. It was security footage. Yeah. It's like... I just sit here and the gears in my head stop because I'm like, why? Why? Why would you do that? Why? I don't understand. Dumb. Oh, damn. It is the 16th, right? TennoCon is in 4 days, for anybody that likes Warframe. I am actually, like, not excited at all for TennoCon. Hi, Dehi. Hello, I'd like to contribute to taxes now. Taxes aren't back up yet. Oh my god. Nope. Oh my god, I hate Steam VR. Lost one. Can you get that? Steam VR is being a butt. Hi, Star. Taxes and Kupo Antenna? Wow, you really are gouging your viewers' points. That's what points are for. What if he thought it was a fake knife where the blade goes into the handle? I don't think he did, because he flips it out. It's a pocket knife that he flips out, right? Thank you, Lost One. Mods blow up his prostate. Murder it. SMH Mods cut his teeth vertically with a toenail clipper. Jesus! Ow! Oh, I hate the thought of that. Mods, show him a picture of his parents when they're older. Well played, Dehi. That's not well played at all. That's so uncomfortable. I hate it. Thank you, Air. It's an intrusive thought of mine? Yeah. Mod, split his fingernails. Stop going for, like, ultra painful torture stuff. Go for, like, mentally discomforting stuff. We need a t-shirt with that quote? No. Have you tried not being uncomfy? Mods, show them a picture of their high school crush happy with someone else. I can hear it storming outside. Mods, make him a Twitch affiliate. Nah, the most devastating is show in an alternate universe where he is happy. Mods, make him lay in a bathtub full of peanut butter. Good lord. Oh, I was late to work because of the storm? File his canine teeth with a wood rasp. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people? Mods! Mission of fanfic. God, I lost it. Stop with teeth. Mods leak their IP addresses, find their house, and tickle their toes when they're asleep. Mods, give them happiness, then replace it with salsa. I'm gonna hurl. I actually do want you guys to stop the, like, physical discomfort ones. Mods, coat him in oil, then push him down a hill on a slip and slide. Good lord, that was just a good time. Mods, put pistachio shells in the pillow. Okay, I like that one. How is the peanut butter one a punishment? Would you sink in peanut butter? If you had a bathtub full of peanut butter and then you laid on top of it, would you sink into the peanut butter, or would it be solid enough that you just lay on top? Yes, you would sink in it. Even if you're, like, laying across it. Like, if you're standing on it, you're definitely sinking. But if you're distributing your weight, do you sink? People have probably tested this. I want to eat the Scarlet Rot off Millennia like it's tortilla chips. Sorry, wrong chat. Understandable, understandable. Let that sink in. Mods, saw their peanut butter on their balls. Mods, rotate them on their heads like a shark. Oh my god. Mods, ask them if their sister is cute and single. That was always one of my favorite things growing up, was like finding out a friend has a sister and being like, whoa, you have a sister? Are they cute? And They'd be like, I don't know, they're my fucking sister. And then I'd be like, are they single? And they'd be like, stop asking this. What is wrong with you? Mods, give him a blowjob. It just reminded me of those images. Mods, steal their TV remote batteries. I saw a fucking villain the other day. This guy was driving around a neighborhood with a universal remote, and he was just pointing it in every house that had a TV on and turning the TV off. Mods, steal their Twitch TV name. Mods, tell them their mom's good in bed. Mods, play Despacito. God. A bot gets chat going like crazy. I love this chat. Mods, make him 5'11". Please don't. I like being 5'7". I'd be shorter if I could. I want to be fun size and pocket size. Rough. Mods, give him tinnitus. Ugh. Somebody told me to say it's tinnitus instead of tinnitus, and I hate it. I want to say tinnitus so bad. The femboy wants to be shorter. Who would have guessed? Fuck you. Mods, change all his kink vanilla. That's the British version? Tinnitus is correct? I'm looking it up later. True. I have never heard it like tin-it-us. I said it recently at the 4th of July, and I think it was my dad's friend who was like, it's tinnitus. Mods, put him in the contraption. Put him in the contraption. Mods, mod him. Mods, put them in the jar. Turn me, mom. It's called Tenebris. People can't speak English. British people can't speak English. Bug being correct, say it the previous way. I saw a really cute story. Icy always right. Mod, put Ewan in the cage, and no. Mods, put them in the machine that crushes Squidward in that one episode. Aluminium vodka. So, there's this woman, and every morning she would leave some, like, nuts out for a squirrel. You know, pistachios, peanuts, acorns. Just, she had a little squirrel friend, and she would give him little treats. Well, the squirrel, he fucking went and brought her a cookie. Like, this squirrel just stole a sugar cookie from somewhere and left it on her front porch. And so she comes home from work. She sees the cookie there, and she's like, what the fuck? How did this get here? She goes and checks the footage. The fucking squirrel brought it to her. The fucking squirrel literally, like, had this cookie, climbs up her fence, leaves it on the porch, like, on the brick connecting to her house. That's so fucking cool. Silly Euland is cute, but always wrong. I'm not always wrong. Water. I leave my nuts out every night, too, but nothing ever happens. I don't know. I typically think squirrels are kind of pests, but this one is so fucking cute. He brought her a cookie. It's also one of the good sugar cookies. I don't know if she ate it. I would assume she didn't, because if a cookie showed up on my front porch, I'd be like, really sus. I'd be like, somebody put fucking poison in this? Jesus. You know something that sucks about playing Planet Crafter with Sen? Neither of us can stop bringing up Satisfactory. The game just has an aesthetic that makes you think of Satisfactory so much that we're playing it and we're just like, I can't wait for Satisfactory 1.0. I'm gonna do this in Satisfactory 1.0. Time to teach it how to test for real gold and steal them. Stop being scared of everything and eat the cookie. Silly Yulin doesn't want indirect squirrel kisses. No, I don't. Well, okay. I wouldn't assume it's from a squirrel global. I'd assume that a prankster left it there. I would assume that a human being left it there. Well, who's gonna leave a cookie on my front door? Like, not somebody who's like, oh, this is a cookie for me, but I accidentally left it there. Why would they go out of their way to leave it there? It's somebody who wants me to eat it. Why do they want me to eat it? Probably fucking laced with a laxative. Or fucking, like, razor blade. Or worse, fucking, like, anthrax or poison. That's what I'm thinking of, like, what the fuck is in this cookie that was left on my door? Speaking of Satisfactory, the last update actually seemed to have broken online multiplayer entirely. You say that like online multiplayer was ever working. They are trying to fix it. It is secondary. The focus is the single player experience in 1.0. Then it's like hosting and being able to share with friends, and then it's the consistent servers. On Update 7 it was, but Update 8 it's just fucked. I think Update 7 was the best it was ever working. When it first came out, it was very questionable quality. They've talked about it a little, Star. I think they're aware of it, but they're just like, we know, we're sorry. The focus is this. Hi, Kodiak. Planet Crafter, am not enough for you? You keep bringing your old girlfriend into this? Maybe a little bit. Planet Crafter is really fun. I don't ever see myself playing it and enjoying it like Satisfactory. Planet Crafter is like... It feels like space-themed Cookie Clicker, and everything's fucking manual. Everything is like, go run out and do this. Go run out and do that. Where, like, Satisfactory is build the fucking factory. And I love that. I have to leave cookies in his pillows? I don't know. Okay, good night. Sleep well, Ty. Wow, the thunder is just rolling. Like, I'm just constantly hearing thunder. When 1.0 comes out, we're gonna make a new save. On one hand, I want to just drop 500 hours into the game, play it on standard, go through things, but I can see myself playing it on creative to experience the story fast and to make very pretty roads to walk through for videos. I don't know. I'm unsure how I want to do it. Where even are we? This has to be Azuna. I think I know where we are. We're at 5.7 miles right now. Oh god, guys. My legs are starting to get a little tired. My right thigh in particular. I'm feeling the burn a little bit there. Tonight is Stardew. Wait. Yeah, tonight is Stardew. It's Tuesday. Oh god, I love fucking Stardew days, guys. We don't really have any big goals in Stardew. I'm kind of just like, make money. I want to build the obelisks and I want to fund those. As I think between everybody playing, I'm the big money maker. I think I'm the one that's generating the most profits by a long shot. I'm not entirely sure. Safi... I don't know what Safi would be doing for profits. Den might have big profits. She's got the whole... She's got the whole farm thing going on. She's generating a lot of crops. I feel like, though, she's got big harvests where she makes a lot, but then she has a lot of period of not making much. We have the 3 fishermen and the 2 miners. I think they're all making decent money, but I don't think they're, like, pumping out money. Need me to squish your thighs for you? Maybe. The thing with the others is that none of them have their mastery. Tonight is Stardew night. None of them have their mastery, so they can't, like, really push the upper limits of their money making. I do have my mastery, and I am starting to fucking print purple mushrooms. I hear that too. I focus mining first to get the materials to upgrade my tools ASAP. That does work. That is a good strat. I kind of piggybacked on them. So, like, they went to some of the deep mining levels, and then I was able to just go there and get all the copper, get all the iron, get all the gold I needed. All mushroom? Yeah, so foraging, in 1.6, foraging got a shit ton of buffs. They got an item called a mushroom log. So the way the mushroom log works is for every wild tree within 8 tiles of a mushroom log, you have a chance to make a mushroom. It's like a 50% chance every 4 days. It'll always make a minimum of 1, but if you have like 8 trees in range of it, it'll make up to 5 mushrooms. And so you want to just fucking surround these things with trees. Every 4 days, it'll make mushrooms, which are very valuable. 1.6 also added an item called a dehydrator, which you can take mushrooms. You take 5 mushrooms of the same quality and type, put them in the dehydrator, and the next morning, you will sell an item that is the total value of those mushrooms times 1.4. So if it is a normal or silver quality, this will be an increase. If it's gold or iridium, it's a decrease in money. Once you have farming max and you have artisan goods are worth more, it's always an increase in money. So a mushroom log can make 5 types of mushrooms. It can make red mushrooms, which you cannot put in the dehydrator. These are poisonous. The only thing you can do with them is sell them. It can make common mushrooms, which aren't worth that much. But you run those through the dehydrator. The dehydrated packet of mushrooms will sell for like 1,000 gold. You can get morels, and then you can also get some type of cap. I forget what it is. Sponge cap? I don't know. And those will sell for like 2,000 to 3,000 as a dehydrated pack. And then there's purple mushrooms. A pack of purple mushrooms sells for like 5,000 gold or something. Getting purple mushrooms is like the best. Well, with the mastery for foraging, you can get mystic trees. And the tree that you plant around a mushroom log affects what type of mushrooms you get. Mystic trees guarantee purple mushrooms. So I'm planting a bunch of mystic trees. I have tapped them, and so they are generating mystic sap, which sells for 1,000. And then every 4 days, I'm getting hundreds of purple mushrooms, dehydrating them. So I'm making like 30 to 60,000 gold a night in Stardew Valley in our co-op run. That shit fucking rules. I am printing money. I don't think the others are making quite as much. Oh, I just got hit by that fireball. We're at 6 miles. And we're at the end of the Legion beaches. Ah. Yeah, I fucking... There's the 5 skill types in Stardew Valley. Foraging, fishing, mining, combat, and farming. I always find myself putting time into foraging. Foraging is the fun one to me. Volterra speeches? Can I pause here? Nope. I'm tired, guys. Pins. Pin 1. And then music. I'm tired also. Hell yeah. Ah woo. Update our title. Oh. Ah. 6 miles. And now we rest. And then I want to close this window. I want to open up this window. Bring this over here. Collect these channel points. And collect these channel points. I return to cast Curse of Ra. What the fuck? Being working on the sun, but there's a good wind, but it still impacts me. Yeah. Offbeat. I'd be in VR with y'all, but I got an interview today, and by the time it's done, I might have missed the chance. Don't worry about it, Star. I hope your interview goes well. I'll need to fix my avatar today, because we're already in the right one. I do need to fix my trackers. So, Freya, stay right there. Where are we going? JK, I know. No, don't go home. Don't go home. Worlds. We're going to Sundown. Friends, drop portal. Let's go, Freya. Bendy boy? What time is it? 11:50? Take one last drink. We turn off callers because Freya is joining us. You know what that means. I'm gonna try sitting right here. I don't know that I've ever sat here. Bum 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 bum. Oh, Wispy, why is your lighting like this? Ah. Hi, Riddle. Huh? Fish? Man, this sun is killing me. Looks like I finished all the ZZZ story content. Suddenly I've got a lot more free time. Hell yeah. Did you like it? Oh, I messed up my title. I'm gonna fix it without getting up. If excess overlay doesn't freeze. Okay. Definitely almost did. Done. Did you guys hear that thunder? Dun 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 dun. Yes? It's fucking loud. And I'm gonna be real, I was not paying attention to this at all to the story. What? What? That is mind-boggling to me. That is like, I don't understand. Lighting in here is so funky. Wish I was there with you, Elin. I love rain. I don't know if it's raining outside. I know it rained this morning. Oh God. I need to go to the store today. I think I'm going. Okay, we'll see. I might go right after stream. Because I think it's better to go to the store when it's like 12 to 1. As opposed to like 3 to 6. 3 to 6, everybody's getting off work and then they're all like, you know, going straight to the store from their job. But like if I gotta go today, like if I have to, I need to go today. Literally the only food I have left is fucking graham crackers. And they're not even fucking good. That also doesn't leave anything tomorrow. And tomorrow I would be going like way late in the day, like fucking 10. So I just need to go after stream today. Storm Ambience is also good. I do kind of like Storm Ambience. I don't like it when it's thundering, but I do love rain sounds. I think I've said it a few times. The best thing about like rainy weather, snow or stormy weather, is that nobody expects you to go outside. No naps days go crazy. I'm thinking about it, Icy Fire. If people are here with me, I'll probably nap and just go to the store at fucking 4 to 5. Even though that's like the most crowded and worst time to go, the nap is more important. But if nobody's here with me, if there's nobody to nap on, fucking I'll go now. Scared of thunder? You can hide in my arm. I'm not scared of thunder. I just don't like it. I actually used to kind of be. My fear of drowning, I kind of just applied to all water. So for a little bit, I was actually kind of like scared of like rainstorms. Not like, oh, I'm scared. Just like I'd have trouble sleeping. And I'd be like, I just want this to end. I'd feel more comfortable if it wasn't storming right now. You can hide in my arm. Okay, I will. Yeah, Kisu? Oh. Ah. We gotta keep an eye on nerds. Ah. What are the plans for this week? We've got Stardew today. We're gonna be starting Star Wars with Hunteradol and Full Metal Ratchet. And we were talking a little bit about it yesterday. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. We were talking a little bit about it yesterday. I don't know what Full Metal was expecting. I think he was thinking we were gonna go all the way to like level 90 and do every expansion. And it's like, boy, literally just 16 zones. Just like the character stories. And he's like, what? But what about the post story? And I was like, the character stories. Fucking goofball. Snuggles, comfy, bless you. Hell yeah. We'll be doing that Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know if either of them is planning to stream it. If they are, we'll be in a private Discord call. And they'll be streaming it, and I'll shout out their channel so that anybody that wants to watch can. If neither of them are streaming it, we will, we'll be in my Discord. Bye. Friday will then be VR chat with Core. And then, oh god, and I'll also be taking care of the dog from then on. Blah. I haven't given like physical walks to the dog in a long time. It's been months since that. When was I doing? I was doing that when I was ending, or when I was streaming. I don't remember how long into streaming I was. I remember struggling though. I remember it was like I'd walk on stream and then I'd go walk the dog for a mile and I was like, oh god, this is hard. I'm not sleepy, guys. You're sleepy. Friday will be VR chat with Core. Saturday will be Code Geass. We're starting season 2. I'm told there's just gonna be a million more questions. Oh, that why they ate Grabbable? By the way, Euland is wearing same outfit IRL. Sadly, no. I have thick hiking socks on. I have, I do not have dolphin shorts on. I have, oh, that why they are grabbable. I'm still confused by it. I'm not sure who they is in this situation. I'm not wearing dolphin shorts. I'm wearing boxers. Cheeks. Okay. Okay. And then I don't have a bra or a bikini top on like this. I'm actually wearing my Koyo merch shirt. He had a I'm lagging, I'm lag shirt, and I got one of those. You guys know I love Koyo. He's one of my best friends. Someday I'll get stuff like this. I think it's like 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and my parents they migrate south for the winter. We open up the throne. Put a bunch of fun stuff there. Oh, Cairo have a new emote? Cairo, they got their second batch yesterday. One of them is a Steppies emote. He's trying real hard to not beat the foot fetish allegations. Him and Lost One, I swear, they keep bringing up feet. But you know, I'm happy for them. I really need to get more emotes. There's a few stream things that I keep telling myself to do. I need to check my alerts and see what's going on there. I need to get more emotes. I need to order my a new hard drive for video storage. It turns out every time I make a walking video, that shit is like 5 to 10 gigabytes, and it's just filling up my drive. Bro, I don't know the last time I said something about feet. It's Prime Day. Look today. What? It's not Prime Day. We looked at the holidays, Kumi. Today is Guinea Pig Appreciation Day, National Atomic Veterans Day, National Cherry Day, National Corn Fritter Day, National Spinach Day, National Personal Chef Day, Rural Transit Day, and World Snake Day. Yes, it is today and tomorrow. I actually don't know what Prime Day is. Is this a, like an Amazon thing? Those feet lover, how can we live without those? Hi, cute Kumi. Hi, Kumi. I'm so proud of you, Kumi. You've just fucking, oh yeah, big Amazon sales? Okay. Maybe we stop being fucking lazy and look at Amazon stuff, because there is stuff that I need to buy. I've got like 2 or 3 things sitting in my cart in Amazon right now. You heard of alpha male underwear? No, and I'm afraid to learn. What the fuck is alpha male underwear? Can't find the power tool? Alpha male underwear is either going to be something that's like a loincloth because unga bunga, or it's going to be something that's like gross because guys can't wipe their butt. I can't decide if I want to go to the grocery store now or later. Just a wolf printed on underwear, but the snout is long? Holy shit, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. And that's so fucking funny. I think if somebody actually pulled that out in front of me, I would genuinely fall out of a chair laughing. You should go shopping now? I really should. Hi, Logitech. I was talking about Planet Crafter earlier, Logitech. The game is cool, the game is fun, but it's just making me think of, like, my plans for Satisfactory. I like the willy warmers. You go buy groceries, I'll make us dinner. Alpha male underwear day is assless underwear because having your underwear touch your butt is gay. My favorite is the elephant. Oh, God. People are actually buying, like, animal-themed underwear. God. Some dude, unironically, has underwear that's like an elephant's face with the trunk where his dick goes. Unironically. I saw a post that a musician died recently. I don't remember his name. But, you know, it was announced that he was died, 72 years old. Somebody posted on the tweet about this guy dying. Yo, I had a one-night stand with this guy 40 years ago. He was amazing and he never called back, much to my sadness. Heaven just got another 10 inches. And it was like, what the fuck? I don't know. Elephants are kind of gay, though. I keep seeing videos on Reddit of elephants scratching their stomach by using their fucking weird tentacle dicks. Do you guys know that about elephants? They have really long dicks that have like no like bone or cartilage structure. Or they do? I don't know. Their dicks, they can just literally like move around like a tongue, like a tentacle. So anytime an elephant has like an itch on their stomach, they just get a stiffy and then fucking scratch it with their dick. Which is like fucking wild to think about. But I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Oh man, my thigh is itchy. Use dick to scratch. I could have went my entire life without knowing this information. Thanks, Yelin. You could have, but thanks to me, you don't have to. You're welcome. Glad I could help. You know what else I need to do today? I need to clear out those fucking bots. We got 97 follows from that shit. I don't know, do I even want to know? Oh, it's too late, Air. You already know at this point. Actually, you of all people already know Air. Okay. I completely missed because of a call. Also, do you have that vid ready? That vid ready? What video? What we were discussing, Air, was that elephants have long tentacle dicks. They can just move it around like it's a tongue. And so when they want to scratch their stomach, they just use their weird tentacle dick to scratch their stomach. The one... What do you mean I know? I just assumed you knew it. I just figured that's the thing you would know about. The one Ellie and I are waiting on? I've already forgotten the video riddle. I do not remember this at all. Okay, well, you answer me, Air. Did you know this about elephants' dicks? I ask you in DM? What the fuck? Fuck you! I'm thinking I end here. I'm tired today. But not like sleepy tired, just like, tired. I'm waiting on Riddle's question, though. I'll end. I'll go to the store. I think that's my plan right now. 2,300 hours in the shit platform. That's it? That's all you have? I would have expected you to be one of the 10,000 bits. Riddle! Riddle, send the question! I stopped for like a year and a half? I still just would have expected you to be a lot more. It took me like 4 years to get to 300 hours. I spent so much more time on Twitch than on VR chat. Oh, that one, that one. That is a video for this Casey and maybe Den. And it wasn't gonna be thigh highs. That was gonna be just, you know, something we discussed years ago. Hi, Nixwar. I got around 3,000 ATM VR chat alone. a thigh-high version of that. I mean, technically, I could do it this upcoming week. Let's see. Where is Steam? I have 3,552 hours in VR chat. Nix. Unless you count the quest version time. Then it's around 3,500. I'd count it. Nix, now I'm interested too. Interested in what? The video that Riddle is talking about? I would not think you'd be interested in that, Air. I mean, maybe you are. Almost 10k hours in Steam VR? See, that's what I would expect, Bits. Highly secret. I don't know. There's too many things to do, guys. Life is just simple when, like, you just go live. Why is streaming gotta be so many things outside of streaming? Ugh. It's you in video. Why not be interested? Okay. The video error is a video of me showering. If you want to see that, I mean... Okay. VR chat isn't the only VR game there is to me. Yeah. I mean, there's VTOL. What was the other one? Taking thigh-high pics is not that much work, Yelin. I'm sorry, what? Holy shit, fucking send that. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Please. I didn't know you guys would all be this interested in it. Yeah, I feel you. I'm supposed to be at home and crafting. Oh my. So, okay. Something I have talked about with Ciselden years ago was taking a video of yourself showering. And it was like, yeah, somehow this seems fucking great and more intimate than porn. I want to see this. And for the longest time I was like, I really don't like what I look like when showering. Like taking naked pictures, you know, taking sexy stuff. That's fine because I can control a lot of the angles. I can control a lot of like what you're seeing there. But with a shower video, it's like I feel like that's the worst of it. That's where you see the worst side of someone. And so I was always like, I don't have the confidence to do this, guys. Now that I've lost all this weight, I've been like, oh yeah, we can do this again. I just need, you know, parents to migrate south. And so, we've been discussing that with them, and Riddle was like, I want to see that. Specifically, Riddle wanted to see the version with thigh highs, where like I would shower with thigh highs on, because that's degenerate shit. And so when I was talking about it with Sis and Casey, it was less in terms of like a video, and more in terms of like a video call, where like we would be in a Discord call together. I could hear them like on speakerphone on the phone, and they'd be talking to me while I was doing that. Yeah, I feel you. I'm supposed to be at home and crafting. Oh my. Also, Hoyfish Femboy showering vid, please. Meeting done. Roof leaking. Oh god. Somebody else had their roof leaking. I competed in Onward. Play VTOL, play Snapshot, play Pavlov was the one I was thinking. Test VR maps, etc. I'll take your entire stock. Air is never beating the allegations. Hi, Shocky. I had your stream up on my left because I was done with my notes. I didn't play much Darktide. I made a deal with Core. Core would finish Arceus and fight the important story boss, and I would get Darktide and play with her. And so I've played it like 2, maybe 3 times. I think the first thing I played was the melee dude, the fanatic. And then I played the Ogren dude, and I was like, big ogres are kind of more fun. Darktide is fun. I can deny all allegations and still appreciate my homie's beauty. Your homie's beauty? Error. You can't just say that. That's... Also, here's the thing, Bits. The allegations are that Error is a femboy. Error is a bottom. Error is... mostly a bottom. But that's more of like a gay thing, right? I don't know if Error's ever denied gay stuff. Core and Yulin are fun too. If you set up a Darktide day with Core, I think I come by default. If you ever wanted to do that, Shocky. Nuh-uh. True. I gotta fucking close Koyo stream. I am seeing stuff from Final Fantasy I don't want to see. That's going to be complicated, but would be fun. That topic doesn't belong here. Yes, it does. If you're embarrassed by it, Error, we don't have to tease you about it. What time is it? 3:15? 3:15. We've been live for 3:15. It's 12:17. I gotta go to the store. Also, I run for food. Had comfy Zealand. I'm also gonna be running for food. And so, I'm gonna be ending here. There's also somebody who's been live for like 7 hours, and I want to raid her before she ends. Because I've only raided her like once before. It looks like she's doing a very important story boss for OG Elden Ring. So, if you don't want any Elden Ring spoilers at all, don't stick around too long for the raid. We'll just put the camera right here. You can never go wrong with this, right? Behavior. Anchor. World. Ah. Oh my god, I'm tired. I'm tired and I have to fucking go do stuff. Not public knowledge and it'll never be. I can talk to DMs but not here. If you say so, Error. In all seriousness, you know, it's all fun and games to like joke about it, but if you feel that's something that's more private, hell yeah. Socials. And /raid. Yuki is a pet. Did we spell that right? I think we did. Hell yeah. If you have a shake emote, do that. If you have something like... If you have something like this, fucking shake Yuki. Thank you for the stream. Take care on the road. God bless you. Everybody stay safe in the storms out there. We did 6 miles. Hell yeah. We are approaching 1 year. Oh my goodness. Stardew Valley later tonight. That'll be with Aiko, Spacefish, Smug Little Bug, Shinemarsh, Den Sakura, Safi Reckenberg, and Benny G444. They're all dear friends. That will be in a little less than 6 hours. That being said, I love you. Bye. Oh. Maybe I don't go to the store right now.